Hey, good afternoon and welcome back to the Grenada National Stadium for the continuation of the Cricket West Indies on the 15 tournament. This afternoon we have Barbados playing the Windward Islands and Calvin Hodge. I'm sure declare. Welcome, Hodge.
Yeah, good day, Mr. Clark. It's another lovely day for cricket. In spite of the inclement weather we've been having, it's always good to have some cricket. So another keen contest between these two competitors. We saw the Leeward Islands coming victorious, winning by 2 runs on Doku Flores against Trinidad and Tobago. So that would put them ahead of the table. So Barbados winning the game against Jamaica. Yeah, Barbados winning the game against Jamaica, they would look to even the scores with the Leeward Islands in this competition. So unfortunately, the Windward Islands are yet to get off the mark, losing their game against Guyana and Leeward Islands. So it's a keen competition. So we're looking forward to some good cricket today.
Yeah, definitely. We get ready to the first ball is getting ready to bowl. It's RJ Giddings to the opening batsman who turns that one down fine leg, gets off the mark, and Windward's on the way. 1 foot loss.
Yeah, it's good to see some intent from the Windward Islands batsmen. Early up the first couple of games, I realized that they are very aggressive by nature, but they weren't too keen on running between the wickets, and that came back to haunt them by losing by some couple runs. So I think that they would, that was brought to their attention by the coaches, and hopefully they could, look to better that in this innings. Mix aggression with smart running between the wickets.
Yeah, running between wickets are always key. As Gittins, one in front of South, has 2 slips, a point, cover, mid off, third man, as the boys know. And that one is down the leg side. That's the way they live.
Yeah, that's one of the areas in which some of the teams, I assume they would try and cut down on. Early up in the competition, we saw a lot of wides and no balls being bowled, which would be expected, first, couple of days of cricket after a long break. The bowlers are now getting into it. So I guess as the competition goes by, they will start to, tighten up.
As Gittins runs in from the south end, this one's kept a bit low. He struck out to the off stump. It's a low appeal, but Empire's not interested in that one.
Yeah, Gittins is. Yeah, he seems to get in the ball to skid a lot, not much bounce as yet. I think this is the second game on this wicket, so it'll be very interesting to see how it will play as the match goes along. But that one, just keeping a bit low.
Yeah, it's, you know, we wait and see. I think it's still a good cricket wicket. As Gittins turns the top of his mark and runs in to bowl to Alexander, who is back, and this one's down leg side for another wide. So lack of also by Gittins.
Yeah, he's just struggling to maintain a decent line at this point in time. Still early days, so obviously, this game being reduced to a 20 over match and it's no longer a 50 over. They would want to hit their straps early.
Most definitely. Let's get things once more. Let's get ready. Runs in on bowls to Alexander. This one is short. He turns it off the hit to square leg. Gets no run. Score remains on 3 or 4 loss.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the approach of the Windward Islands batsmen. I think the last game they played, they were very attacking. There was a lot of shots played, but like I said, there was not much running between the wickets. So it'll be interesting to see how they approach this innings.
Yeah. Getting just has three guys on the leg side, 3 fielders on the leg side, in the mid on, square leg and a fine leg as he bowls. And this one is he's a judge IBW. This one is nipping back from outside the all stamp and he's gone.
Yeah, that was a fairly good delivery by Gittins. Finally, he was able to get he was able to get that delivery at a decent line. You see a bit of an in swing by him. I'm sure the batsman will be a bit disappointed, not to get some bat on that.
Well, that's a bit high on the replay. So Unfortunately for the batsman, he has to go. That dreaded finger is up.
Yeah, we see that ball just clipping the top of the pad, but obviously the umpire decided that it was going on to hit the stump. But Barbados would be very happy that they've gotten an early wicket. Obviously, that would set a good tone, for their bowling effort. The new batsman is Jonathan Daniel.
So Windwards loses the first wicket on 3. As Daniel take his guard now and get ready to face up to Gittings. Gittings with 2 slips, a backward point, third man, should cover, mid off, way mid on, man behind square leg, and a fine leg. We're having some bright sunshine here at the Grenada Stadium. Welcome, bright sunshine.
Definitely.
As Gittings runs in and bowls to Daniel. There's a short one down the leg side, stuck off the body down to fine leg. He gets off the mark with 1. Of course, goes up with 4 for 1.
Yes, Jonathan is probably one of the most attacking batsmen on this team, and I think he will play an integral role in getting a good score. So, like I said, it'll be interesting to see his approach. Obviously, Gittins now coming off a wicket, he's going to be high in confidence. So it'll be a good contest between bat and ball. Now we have Theo Edwards up to face his second delivery.
Here's Gittings as he runs in to bowl to Edward. This one is down the leg side, and that's another wide.
Seems to be getting the ball to move into the right-handed batsman. So he's just trying to. I think it's important that he works out the line that he wants to deliver the ball. Obviously, he got it spot on for the last wicket. So I think it's just important that he just try and be as consistent as possible.
Well, yeah, he started the ball a little bit too straight on the stumps and just going on the leg side. Need to start it just outside the off stump. As he approached down to bowls to Edward. This one is full and just driven through cover. Goes to 1, turns to the second, will get it comfortably as the throw comes back into the keeper. So there's 2 more runs added to the total. The score moves on to 7 for 1 at the end of the first over.
Yeah, not a bad start from Barbados. One of the things that you want in limited overs cricket is, your strike bowlers getting early wickets for you. That would drag back the momentum for the batting team and give the bowler some confidence. Obviously, in this short version, confidence is very big. So once the team could feed off of that, they could really, motor on and create some more inroads.
Yeah, we're gonna have Bourne from the northern end to open the bowling for Barbados. Bourne is a decent fast bowler. He attacks the crease very, very fast, aggressively. Hopefully he gets it right today. And Daniel's going to face it to him for his first delivery. Here's Bourne as he runs and delivers. And that one's driven to mid off. That's for a run, but there's no run there.
Yeah, that was a pretty shot by Daniel. Like I said, he's probably one of the better batsmen in his team, and he's very attacking. Yeah, so I think that he would got some runs the last game, and he would like to, be a bit more consistent, for himself and the team. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes about it today. But he looks very good so far.
Here's Bourne once more as he approaches and bowls now to Daniel. And this one is flicked over square leg for 6, maybe wicket for 6. Oh, it's a top cricket shot.
We see Bourne just straight onto the legs and Daniel flicking that over deep mid wicket for 6. That was a lovely shot. Like I said, he's one of the most attacking batsmen in this team, and whatever he does today will really, catapult this team total.
It's going to be interesting because Bourne normally bowls the ball very, very full, and Daniel looking to cash in on anything that's full. So the score move on to 13 for 1. Daniel is on 7 just off of 3 balls. But here's Bourne once more as he runs in and bowls to Daniel, who settles on Bates. And this one, he leaves this one up to the off stump. This one, just nipping back a bit. Length. Bourne pulled back his length a little bit there. It's good from the bowler.
It's good to see that he's learning fast. That previous delivery that was flicked for six, was on the leg stump and going down. And this delivery, he just, started a bit more outside off stump, and Daniel just allowed it to go through. So some smart cricket being played all around.
Good start here by both teams. Even start. Let's see. Here's Bourne once more. Bowls to Daniel. Daniel's ball is full and is driven back to the bowler. No run conceded. Score remains on 13 for 1.
Yeah, Daniel seems to be very keen on stepping onto the front foot. He loves to hit the ball and off the front foot. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any kind of change in length from the bowlers, and if that does happen, it will be interesting to see what Daniel does. If he goes more defensive or he continues to attack.
Well, you see a change here from the Barbados team. You see the fine leg coming in, one of the slits coming out and going to the long on position. It was a bad move. And here's Bourne. Once more, bowls to Daniel. Leaves this one up to the off stumps. Not interested at all in that one.
Yeah, so on the leg side, we have mid wicket, backward square, and fine leg, and the long on. So that leaves pretty much no room for the bowler to actually stray or get too straight. He has to maintain that ball on the off stump with a third man and a long on, and we see that the length can't be too short. So he has to be on a fullish length, goodish fullish length, which he's been able to sustain so far in the over.
Here's Bourne once more as he runs in and bowls to Daniel. This one is full. This driven through cover. He gets one. They'll turn for 2. And they'll be looking for 3. This one's going close to the boundary rope. As they turn for 3 and they hesitate and they remain on 2. It's 2 runs.
Yeah, that was a lovely shot by Daniel. Like I said, he's very keen to get onto the front foot. But yet again, we see that this ball just stopping probably 5 meters from the boundary. And they only got 2 runs. So then again, that's one of the issues with the Windward Islands batting team at this time. They're not too keen on running between the wickets. They enjoy hitting boundaries, but they have to supplement those boundaries with the singles and the twos, and that will make up in the back end. So, hopefully they could work on that as time goes by. But a pretty exciting start from both teams.
Definitely. 15 for 1 after 2 overs. There's 3 extras. And it is Gittings to continue from the southern end. And he goes to bowl to Edward. Bowls now, and this one is on the body, turns it into the leg side. Way mid on, picks up no run.
Yeah, Theo Edward, the captain of the Windward Islands, off spinner as well. I think he got run out without scoring in the very first game, so he would be very keen to contribute to his team total at this time. Obviously, being the captain, you'd want to lead from the front. So, it's important that he gets a score. It will help with his confidence and obviously the team as well.
Yeah. It's R.J. Giddings, product of the Cormier School. He's 14 years of age. Barts has run up. So I say RJ is from the Cormier School. A rich history of cricket there. Cricketers coming through. So you'll be looking to do well for the Barbados team. He turns to the top of his mark again now. And now approaches and runs in to bowl to Edward. And this one's on the off stump. This one's pushing to the outside. True cover gets 1. Easy single. So the score moves to 16 for 1 now.
A very interesting feel from Gittins. As you see, they have a man at mid wicket and a square leg, but they did not have a mid on. I think that was a slight error by the captain. Now we see the field being changed. So the second slip is being removed and is now being put at long on. So the 2 men out, the third man and the long on.
I think this is a change of tactic for big hitting Daniel.
Yes, definitely.
It's getting in to bowl to Daniel. This one is short and it's pushing to the outside for Nutty's single true cover area, cover region. And Daniel moves on to 10 now. Score moves up to 17 for 1.
Yeah, this partnership is very crucial for the Windward Islands. We have the captain who opened the batting and the best batsman at the crease at this time. So I think if they could put on a solid partnership, it would really create a good platform for the guys coming in the back end to have a go. So they would realize that and they would adjust to suit.
So Errors back on strike. The outside field is strengthened with the extra cover. Here's Gittins. Not the ball. He's driven this one past level. The captain gets one. Bit off chases. Turn for 2. And they get comfortable 2 runs.
Yeah, these guys they're timing the ball very well at this time. We see that the Bajan fast bowlers they're opting to bowl pretty full to these guys. However, the outfield is a tad bit slow because of all the torrential rain we've been having. So we've seen that a lot of the balls are not going to the boundary. They're just teasers. So that hence the reason why the batsmen really have to do a lot of running between the wickets.
This Gittins wants more to bowl 2 Errors, who's on 6. And this one is a short delivery. Pulls. Ball just goes over the square leg region. Misses the fielder. Gets 1 run. But that was a sharp bouncer.
Yeah, I think that's the first aggressive delivery we've seen from the Bajan fast bowlers. Like I said, they've opted to bowl full, but this is the first time they've tried to test the middle of the pitch, and we saw that Edwards was just caught on the front foot. Wasn't able to transfer his weight, but nonetheless still collecting 2 runs. So it'll be interesting to see the line of attack for Daniel.
Daniel is no longer on this time. Let's get his runs in and balls. This one is fun. This crunch to level. Who drops it? The captain drops that one.
That one was
hit powerfully.
Yes, it was another full ball from Gittins, and Daniel needed no second invitation. Drived it straight to the cover fielder, but he wasn't able to hold on to it. So that's a life for Daniel. The score moves on to 20 for 1 after over number 3.
Yeah, just one chance going bed in there. So good cricket overall. I like these 2 batsmen at the crease actually. They look very positive, playing the shots.
Yes, they're showing a lot of intent, and like I said, these 2 are one of the key batsmen, and they being at the wicket will create some confidence for the guys to come, and also help in Windward Islands getting a respectable total in these 20 overs.
So what you reckon is a good score? Good score?
On this, I haven't really seen the Bajan batsmen per se, but so far I think the teams are chasing down 100, 120 pretty easily. So anywhere between 130 and up would be a good total.
It's born into Edward. That one is played back to the bowler, no run. Good line, good length.
Yes, that was a pretty full delivery. I think if it was Daniel on strike, that would have been a different result. But I think the bowlers, they're realizing what they could bowl to different batsmen. So you could see that they're assessing the batsmen and they're adjusting to suit. So far we just have a mid wicket and a backward square. There's no mid on. So the line most likely will be outside off stump.
It's born once more. And this one is full. This crunch shoe mid on area. That should run into the boundary for 4. And Edward will pick up his first boundary.
Yes, the line by Bourne was spot on, but the length, it was a ranking full toss, and the captain needed no second invitation, so he just tugged that to the vacant gap at mid-on, and the Windward Islands collect another boundary and will move on to 24.
Yeah, Edward takes his score now to 11. Yeah, and Daniel is on 10. So Edward's 11 off for 8 balls. And Daniel 10 off and 9. Here's Bourne once more. He runs in on balls to Daniel. So not Daniel.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. A lovely shot by Edwards. A full delivery by Bourne, but unfortunately straight to the fielder. So some lovely intent being shown by the batsmen. We see that they're very keen to get onto the front foot. They love to play off the front foot. So it'll be interesting to see what the tactic will be from the bowlers. But so far, a keen contest between bat and ball.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what Bourne does here. As he runs in now, front of the end and he bowls. to Edward, and Edward pushes one to short middle and gets no run. Score remains on 24 for 1.
Yeah, Theo. I think that he's looking to score, but as we can see, he's been a bit he's been bogged down by the bowlers. Obviously, they would prefer to bowl to him rather than Daniel. Daniel is the more aggressive batsman, so they would really relish the opportunity to bowl as much balls as they can to Theo Edwards.
He's born to Edward once more. This one's outside the outside. He drives this one through extra cover. Beautiful shot. He won't go all the way. The batsman turn for 2. Oh, and that's 4. A bit of slip by the fielder there. Into the boundary. And he was touching the ball at the same time.
Yeah,
so
we,
that's
we
4.
we as we can see it, like I said, a lot of torrential rain over the past couple of days, so it's affecting the ball running across the ground and also the fielders. So we had a little mishap by the fielder.
So good fortune for Windwards and Edward. Score number was up to 28 for 1. Edward moved his score to 15. Moving nicely.
Yeah, so we see a slight change in the field. The third man comes up in the circle and the sweeper has been sent out. So the man out, fine leg, and the sweeper on the offside.
Here's Bourne once more. He's on his driven upishly past mid off. He gets 1, and they'll stay for 1. And we move on to 16. So uppish drive there by Edwards, but safely.
Yes, some lovely intent being shown by the batsman. Like I said, the bowlers are reverting to bowl at foolish length, so it'll be interesting to see how they continue in this game. But we see the outfield playing a very major factor in how fast the ball moves. It's pretty slow. Like I said, we've had a lot of rain, so the batsmen have to realize that and know that they have to do a lot of running unless they're hitting the ball over the boundary. But so far, a pretty even start. They haven't run away with the score, but they're showing some intent.
Yeah, definitely showing some intent. So far we have getting to 2 overs to 12 runs, 1 wicket. Another Bourne is complete 2 overs for 17 runs. We have a change now from the southern end. We're going to have Chase to brought into the attack by level. Another right hand fast bowler. So here is Chase to bowl to Edward. This one is short, so the other this crack. Let's cut down to backward point, gets 1. That's a 2. And 2 do we get.
Yeah, so some good running and some good fielding by the Windwards batsmen and some pretty good fielding by the Barbados fielders. I think that they realize they have to chase the ball all the way, so there's a high percentage chance that the ball will not go into the boundary. So
here's Chase again. Chase is from the St. Leonard's School back in Barbados. And he has a possible 2 more years in this tournament. He would have picked up some wickets in the last match. I think about 3 wickets. So he'll be looking for more success today against the Windward Island. Here's Chase, runs in, and he bowls to Eric, who fishes at that one outside the off stump. Collects cleanly by the keeper, no run. Score remains on 31 for 1 after 4.2 overs.
yeah, so we see the Bajan captain opting to have a deep backward square and a third man ring off the offside, short mid wicket, and the fine leg in the circle. So the length has to be spot on.
It's Chase 1-1. This one is turned off the hip. But Edward gets 1 as a deep square comes into play. And that's all he'll get, 1.
Yeah, smart bowling by Chase. He's bowling to his field. He's not giving any room to the batsman. Obviously, having nobody out on the offside, there's no room for error. So that ball just being tucked down to the man on the deep backward square boundary, and they collected 1. So he's doing a pretty decent job so far in his first over.
So Daniel's on strike to face it to Chase, and Chase bowls his one side the outside. He tries and misses. No contact. No run scored.
So really aggressive intent by Daniel. That ball was was there for the taking, but unfortunately he wasn't able to capitalize on it. And the Bajan bowlers, realizing the kind of batsman he is, they would, try and really be on the ball with their deliveries. No room for error.
But here's Chase more. Some more. I suppose to know. This one is short and it's tough, but he gets away with it. Just over the bowler's head. Another good short ball by the Barbadian bowlers. Causing some trouble.
So this is the second short delivery we see that's given the batsmen some trouble. So it would be interesting to see what would be the modus operandi for the fast bowlers moving forward. The full balls have been hit away, but the short balls have been given a lot of problems. So let's see if there's going to be any more of those deliveries.
Here's Chase as he runs in now from the southern end and bowls. There's another short delivery, and this one is pulled to the short from late area, gets no run. The choice comes in, but it's back at that non-striker's end. That's the end of the over, on end of the fifth over, and the score is 32 for 1.
Yeah, it's an interesting game of cat and mouse. So we see Chase opted to bowl another short ball. So I think that they've realized that the batsmen, they're not as comfortable playing off the back foot as they are on the front foot. So it'll be interesting to see if they continue in that vein of, bowling the ball back in the wicket and forcing the guys to pull and cut the ball.
He's watching Chase in the game yesterday, and he looked pretty deceptive to me. Doesn't look if he bowls that quickly, but the short balls, even yesterday, was worrying the batsmen. So, want to watch for sure.
Based on that over he bowled, he looks like a thinking bowler. He bowls based on his field. He had the backward square one. The second ball he bowled was back in the wicket, and at the body, the batsman hit it straight to the fielder. He bowled a short ball, and Daniel, stuffed it into the air, and then the next ball was also another short ball. So it looks like a thinking bowler, and here we see a change of bowler by the captain.
Yeah, you have an awesome buddy. You remember Kobe Bayer? He's from the Christchurch Foundation School. He plays also elite T20. There he is, and he bowls his first delivery. This one is stuck into the leg side behind square, gets no run. Ever get no run there. I think he had the second most wickets in the competition before he left to come here.
So that definitely means he has some experience. It'll be interesting to see what his plan of attack would be to the hard hitting Daniel.
Here's Berno to Error's back and forces 1-2 point, no run.
Bowling a very good length so far. We see that he's opting to use the wicket, not really tossing up the ball. He's operating with a point backward cover.
He is once more. This one is a little bit further, but driven back to the bowler, no run. So 3 dot balls in a row to Edwards.
Yes, a little bit of pressure being built here by the spinner, so it'll be interesting to see what Daniel Theo opts to do.
He turns it into the leg side, gets no run. So Bayer with a good start, 4 dot deliveries. And Edward will be feeling a little pressure here now. As Bayer bowls down to Edward again. This one he's back and he's pushing it down behind backward point. Fielder comes around to his left and field it easily. No run.
Some lovely bowling there by Critchlow.
Here's a big swing and a miss. And that's a maiden over by Critchlow.
Yes, he must be commended, obviously, in this form of the game. Maiden overs are a dime a dozen, and to come in for your first over and bowl a maiden, that means, he's on top of his game. He has experience, like you said. He's taken a lot of wickets in elite cricket, so he knows what it's about. So he would play a key role in this middle overs for the captain.
Yeah, definitely. He's playing the big league back home and doing well. So the chase again to bowl his second over. Batsman played that one into the outside, gets no run.
So we have a change in the field. Obviously, being the end of the power play, we have long on, long off. A man sweeping on the offside, third man, and a deep backward square. So a bit of leeway for the bowler. For the hard hitting Daniel, be interesting to see his mode of attack.
He's chased the Daniel. And this one is short, but he plays it into the outside. Fielded by short should cover, no run.
So now that the field has been relaxed, it's even more important that the Windward Islands batsmen do some more running between the wickets. Yes, during the power play they were able to get the ball away, but now is a crucial phase where rotating is very important. So it'll be interesting to see how they go about this period.
Chase the Daniel again. This one is short. Again, not comfortably played. Gets it out to the mid-on area, gets a single.
And
So again, the short ball is working.
yes, the batsmen so far, both of the batsmen, they're having some issue with the short pitch bowling. They're very keen on getting to the front foot, but they're having some issues going back and playing the short balls. So I think Chase, being a smart bowler that he seems to be, would really try to capitalize on that.
It's chase the errors now. This one, another short delivery. He pulls and misses. There's a beautiful catch behind, but it's not out.
And again, another short delivery by Chase. So he's thinking. We can see that he's thinking. However, he does have a short fine leg. So any tickle on that ball, it would have been 4. So it'll be interesting to see if he's gonna keep on that attack.
It's chase runs in now. Misses run.
So we see the long off being brought up to mid off. So I would want to assume that there are not going to be any full balls being bowled. They're going to bowl the ball back into the wicket and force the batsman to pull the ball.
It's yes, chase comes in now and bowls 2 error. This one another short delivery. This is and he's caught that cover. Nice smart catch there by the fielder. And Barbados gets another wicket. Scoring 33 for 2 now. But Chase again with a short delivery. As you said, the batsman not comfortable.
Yes,
Short delivery.
yes. The Bajan team they really deserve that wicket because you could see the plan. They sent back the fine leg. They had the fine leg, deep backward square. They brought in the mid on and the mid off, and they opted to bowl the ball into the wicket short at the batsman. And he cut that ball straight to cover. Easy catch to the cover fielder. So the score is now 33 for 2.
Yeah, nice wicket by Chase. As I say, Chase bowled well yesterday too in the game against Jamaica. I think he picked up about 3 wickets. So he'll be growing in confidence. So we have a new batsman, like Taylor.
Yeah, the new batsman is Tyler Veneer, number 9. So the Barbados team taking a wicket at a very crucial period. You now start in the middle overs of the game. Obviously, at that point, you would like to have 2 set batsmen who can hit the ball around and rotate the strike, but they're taking this wicket would really set back the Windward Islands batsmen where they have to start again. So that would give the Barbados team the opportunity to apply some pressure and try and get another wicket or 2.
Yeah. Veneer to face his first delivery. From Chase. So Chase has a third man, power point, cover, short should cover, mid off, mid on, maybe kick, deep square leg, fine leg as he runs in now on both of Veneer. There's another short delivery, but it's split into the outside, the short cover. Batsman gets no run. Another short delivery to end the over.
Yeah. So that was a lovely over by Chase. Like I said, from the first over that he bowled, I could see that he was a thinking cricketer. So he really deserved that wicket. Set a plan, stuck to his guns, and he was able to prize on that wicket. And we see Barbados having some a sprinkling of support in the stands, which is always good to see.
Yeah, definitely.
It wasn't not as much as the Trini posse we saw in the stands earlier. Supporting the children and siblings and. So
support is very important.
Yes, it really is.
Jason Paris in the stands there, former Barbados cricketer.
Yes.
Justin Parsons. He's in the team today too.
Oh, okay.
So see him later. Here's Bayo to bowl to Daniel, and he's back and pushes one to extra cover, gets no run. So Bayo is yet to concede a run off his bowling.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. He's been bowling very well, and he's bowling to one of the better batsmen on the Windwards team.
His bowling again. This one is short. Is cut down to the cover region, gets no run. So Bayo continues to bowl tight. There's a bit of clove forming above. His Bayo once more. This one is he's forward and he misses it. This one between bat and pad is going through the gate. Well bowled by Bayo again. Good pace on the ball.
Yeah, batsman was saved by the bounce. That one went straight through the gate, but lovely bowling here by the bowler.
His Bayo once more. This one he swings this one. It's going out the deep mid wicket and he's going to be caught. It's a well judged catch. And that's a big wicket. Daniel's gone. So we lost the third wicket now, 133. And Bayo has gotten some success. What ball by the young man? He's bowling, not a single run has come off his bowling yet.
Very well bowled, and that was a lovely catch. Well
judged
judged.
catch. Brilliant on the deep mid wicket. He let it bowling who took that catch. Not too sure. So we're in the spot border at the moment, 33 for 3 after 7.4 overs. After a relatively good start.
So the new batsman is Ursino Fontaine, which I believe after Daniel is one of the better batsmen in the team. Not only for his striking ability, but his urgency between the wickets. You know, he runs well between the wickets. He's able to rotate the strike, and he's just his intent at the wicket, and I was very impressed with it from the first game. So it'll be interesting to see his approach here. And again, Barbados is able to get another wicket in this middle period and is allowing them to apply even more pressure.
Yeah. Here's Bayo. So Venya, he's forward. Plays the ball to short cover, gets no run. So Venya's on straight. Batsman cross. So Venya's on straight. Here's Chase once more. And he bowls. And this one is stroke down to the lawn area, gets one. And that's the first run conceded by Bayo in his spell so far. And that's the end of the over also. So after 8 overs, Windward Island 34 for 3.
Yeah, some lovely bowling by Bayo. He wasn't over pitching the ball. He bowled a pretty good length. The batsman had to work really hard to get under it, and when he did, it went straight to the fielder. So, like I said, after his first over, he's going to play a crucial role in helping to control things for his captain, and he's doing an amazing job. 2 overs, 1 wicket, and he just went for 1 run. So, good going here by the off spinner as we see Chase back into the attack.
So Chase in for his 3rd over, and Venier's going to be on straight again. He still have a same field. And the turn man, back rip point, cover, short should cover, mid off, mid on, short mid wicket, square leg, fine leg. And here's Chase. Bowls that one hard into the deck. And the boxer is only capable of pushing it to short cover as he runs round to his right. And no run is conceded.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Venier approaches this period of the game. He's not known for his striking ability. Yeah, so he needs to be very urgent in his running between the wickets.
He's chasing on to Venier once more. This one is in the short and he turns it true square leg in the air. But there's no fielder there. The fielder's on the boundary, comes in now and makes a return to the keeper. And the batsman cross for 1.
So that brings Ursino Fontaine on strike. Be interesting to see how he approaches this inning.
Fontaine is now on strike, and the deep square is now coming. He's not into the circle yet, but he's coming a fair bit, just outside the circle. Here's Chase, and this one is punch through cover. We get no run. As the fielder just move across his right smartly and picks up.
So Chase is really bowling to his field here. He's not giving batsman the length to get under. He's basically using the pitch because he has a mid on, a mid off. Everybody on the offside is in except the third man.
Chase another short delivery. And short cover skips around to his right, fields, and there's no run.
Yeah, so it's really clear to see that the bowlers have worked out the best length on this wicket is, on a good length or just short of a good length. The pitch up balls, they will travel. So I think they've worked out, the lengths to bowl.
It's Chase once more. A slow delivery that swung to my wicket. Should get 4. That ball goes into the boundary now for 4. First boundary by Fontaine. And that will carry the score up down to 39 for 3.
Yeah, like I said, Fontaine is probably one of my favorite batsmen in this team. Not only his striking ability, but he's just his urgency. He's running between the wickets. He brings an all-around package to this team.
Chase just trying to slow on there. Here's Chase once more to both of Fontaine. This one is hammered in the wicket this time, and that's a wide delivery. Rightly so. The umpire is saying a wide. 1 short for the over.
Well, you could see working to the plan, but it was a bit too short. Ursulino is not the tallest of batsmen.
And here's Chase once more as he runs in the border Fontaine. Another slow delivery, but this one is wide outside the outside. Call for another wide. Then he's trying too hard.
Just straying away from the plan a bit. He's trying a little bit too much. He probably got a little too comfortable. Obviously, the Barbados team is not being put under too much pressure at this point. Getting back-to-back wickets.
It's Chase again. Another slow delivery. This is driven through cover. We get 1. That going to the boundary for 4. That's a lovely time shot. A nice cover. A lovely shot.
And again, Ursulino Fontaine, like I said, he's one of my favorite batsmen in this team. He has his urgency between his wickets. The intent. Once you bowl a bad delivery, he will put you away. And he's also from the island of Dominica, so he's doing pretty well for the team so far. So this partnership is very crucial for the Windward Islands. They would want to stretch it as deep as possible.
I play by the young man. Score moving on to 45 for 3. 9 overs gone, 11 remaining. And we have Bayer again into the attack. And we have Venner facing.
So yeah, this is important that, like I said, Venner is not known for his striking ability. So his ability to rotate the strike is really important at this phase of the game.
Is Bayer. Both is 1. Batsman's forward, plays it uppishly into that mid-wicket area, gets no run. This Bayer once more. He's both of Venner. This one is short and he goes back and punch it straight to short cover. The result is no run again.
Yeah, Venner is having a little bit of a hard time, rotating the strike. As we see a slight change to the field, a long off is being brought into the circle.
This Chase once more. This one is tossed and this one is driven down to long on for 1. So he's off the strike now. Brings the score up to 46 for 3 at the moment.
Ursulino Fontaine is on strike now. It'll be interesting to see how he operates with the off-spinner, who's in a very good spell.
Here he is, a face up to Bayer. He's forward. This one is just played it into the mid-wicket area, gets no run.
Lovely delivery there by.
And the ball seems to be turning a bit.
Yes, he's getting some purchase.
Yeah. So here's Bayer once more. He goes to Fontaine. Fontaine's back and punches one too short. Extra cover, gets no run. Captain level fields.
Bayer is bowling a very good spell there for his captain. Just 2 runs of 2.5 overs.
Bayer once more. This one's outside the all start turning back into the batsman. Let's punch into the gap, 2 cover and gets 1.
So another tidy over from Bayer. Just 2 runs from that over. Three overs, one maiden, 3 runs, 1 wicket. That's a dream spell so far.
Definitely. We have a little water break here at the moment. So these teams would be strategizing to finish off the innings. But so far we have Theo Edward. He's caught ball by Chase with 19 runs, just facing 23 balls. Alexander was LBW to Gittings for 0. Jonathan Daniel, he was caught Boeing's ball Critchlow, that nice judge catch on the mid-wicket boundary by Boeings. He went for 11. And Tavernier is not on 3. And Fontanier, he's just came to the wicket, but he's not on 9 off his 7 deliveries.
So I think the Barbados team would be very happy with the position they're in at this moment. They're able to get wickets in clusters, especially in the middle period. And I think any form of cricket that would jolt the momentum of the batting team. And I think that if they could keep this up, then they could really control this game coming into the back end of this inning. So there's another important passage of play coming up now. We know after a water break, there's a lot of activity, wickets. Sometimes the batsmen might get some messages from the dressing room that they need to push on. So it'll be interesting to see, how these teams move along after this break. But I think at this point in time, the Barbados team, has the upper hand. Windward Islands is important that Fontaine and Venner, puts together a partnership to keep rotating the strike. As you can see, the outfield is very heavy from all the rain. So unless they're hitting sixes over the boundary, once the ball.
Yeah, as we see another bowling change now for the southern end, going to see Justin Paris into the attack, young leg spinner. He attends the Cormier School, like in Barbados, son of Jason Paris.
Mm.
So it's going to be interesting to see skills. And Fontaine is going to be facing up to Paris. Young man, he has a possible 3 more years in this competition. It's interesting.
Very interesting.
So he would have just came through the Herman Griffith Primary School National Sports Council Herman Griffith Primary School cricket competition. His first delivery is stuck into the legs. Oh, and he's dropped there at deep square. Pretty difficult catch running in.
And like I said, after the water break, there's normally wickets or runs. So we see also Fountain getting a life. First ball after the water break, a full toss on leg stump, sweeping that straight to the backward square. And a diving effort, but the ball bouncing out of his hands.
Yes, Paris to both of them. This one is tossed. He misses and is allowed appeal for LBW. Not out, says the umpire. So Paris is creating some chances. His first 2 deliveries, leg spinners have that knot.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's Paris once more to bow to Vineyard. This one is tossed and this one is driven to short cover. He gets no run as the captain moves around to his left level. Fields return to the bowler. Score remains on 48 for 3. Here's Paris once more. Tosses and this one is played. This with a short mid-wicket. He gets 1 just in front of the square.
Brings Fountain back on strike. Like I said, in this middle period, it's important that they try and rotate as much as possible. So at this point, we have 4 fielders on the boundary, so boundaries might be few and far in between. So running is important.
This Paris once more. This one is wide delivery.
Attempted googly there,
Yeah.
getting to spin back into the right hander, but starting it too wide.
Too wide. Here's Paris once more with a skip and a hop. And he delivers down to Fontaine. This one is tossed and oh, the
Inside
inside
edge.
edge going down to fine leg, and the batsman cross the one. Well, ball again by young Paris.
Yes, he's creating some chances there in white ball cricket. Leg spinners, they might go for some, but they're gonna give you opportunities. They're wicket taking bowlers, and as a captain, you have to bear with them because you know they're gonna come up with the goods eventually.
Yes, Paris once more. He bowls down to Venya drives that one down to the long area, gets one, and that's the end of the over.
Yeah, that's a very tidy over by Paris.
Good start, but young man.
Yes, conceding just 5 runs and a drop chance. So
Yeah,
he's earned another over.
definitely. Squares move on to 52 for 3 after 11 overs.
Yes, the Barbados team is really keeping a stronger hold on the Windwards batsmen. I think the fact that they were able to get a couple wickets in clusters in the middle period, it really helped them to control the game at this point. So, and the fact that Bayer has bowled 3 overs for 3 runs is not helping the Windwards at all. So,
Bayer's going to finish it here. As he boys first delivery and Venner's forward defensively pushes it to short cover, gets no run. We're only playing 20 overs. Here's Bayer again. Both of them. This one is short, but he pushes it to cover. Cover moves around to his left and picks up. The batsman gets no run again. Score remains on 52 for 3. So 2 dot deliveries so far in the over. And here's Bayer once more to both of them. Yeah. This one is tossed on the outside. This one is driven down to the long one area. You get one. And that's all you would get for now. Score moves up to 53 now. 3. Fonte is on strike at the moment.
yes, Bayer is doing a pretty good job. He's keeping things tight. We have a mid on and a mid off, so it'll be interesting to see what mode of attack is here.
And he driven this one up a
A
but
bit of a misfield.
at mid off. And he gets a single.
And all is ends well. So a bit of intent showed by Fontaine, and he gets a single for it.
Yeah.
So we could see that Fontaine is trying to show some intent here. It's important that Vinner, pick up on that and at least try and rotate the strike a little bit more.
He's buying out balls, and this one is pushed back to the bowler. But Venia gets no run. A bit of lack of concentration there by the middle fielder,
Yes.
born just now. Here's Bayer to bowl to Venia. This one is short, so you stamp. Batsman decide to leave that delivery, and that's the end of the over. That's the end of the good spell by Bayer. Bowling 4 overs, 1 maiden, 5 runs, 1 wicket. Top class.
Yep, that was a top spell by Bayer. I think as a captain and a coach, I don't think you could ask for more than that from your off spinner. And he only bowled predominantly to right-handers. I don't think he bowled any overs to any left-handers. So to have that kind of spell in the middle overs is a wonderful achievement. So kudos to him. So now it's up to the other bowlers to feed off of that consistency and control and try and close off the innings.
Yeah.
8 more overs to go.
Here we have young Paris again from the southern end. He's going to bowl to Fontaine. Paris has a slip, backward point, cover, short should cover, mid off, mid on, short mid wicket, deep forward square, and a man behind square. Interesting field, deep. Parent captain just conversing there. Here's Paris to bowl to Fontaine. This one is tossed up on the stump, and this play back to the bowler. The batsman plays that one back to the bowler, gets no run.
Yes, the captain has opted to have a very tight field, mid on and mid off, point cover, extra cover.
His Paris once more. He bowls. This one is tossed on your side. This one is pushed straight to cover. Short should cover, gets no run.
Yeah, some pressure here being built by Paris. It'll be interesting to see how Fontaine is gonna deal with that pressure.
He is not to bowl to Fontaine. This one is pitch on the side. Sweets and misses. A lot of people, but there's no run. Again, no contact made.
Yes, like I said, some pressure being built, so that's 3 balls, no runs being scored. So pressure definitely being applied by the Barbados bowlers in this middle period. Good control being shown by the spinners.
This first one, this one is tossed up, one is stunts. Batsman go about, plays one to short mid wicket, gets no run. Score remains on 54 for 3. A good over so far by Paris. Here's once more. Bowls to Fontaine. This one is tossed on the stand. Fontaine swings for the hills. Gets the inside edge, ball goes out to forward square, gets one in the process.
Yes, he made an almighty hack by that. I think it's safe to say that he felt the pressure building in that over. So yeah, he would try to release, but unfortunately, just getting an inside edge and that ball trickled to score like a lovely over so far by Paris.
So here is when you're into strike and Paris is sending back his mid on to long on for the last delivery. Here's Bowles not to find, and this one is wide. So he likes to well feeder by the slip feeder to prevent a further run. That's a wide delivery.
Yes, very wide, and I must say it was well done by the keeper to actually get some glove, and then the slip, showed good awareness to run across and feel that. So that's a slight mishap by the leggy, which is expected.
Mhm. Here he is once more. He Bowles is when his toss on your side is played upperly to backward point. Fielder comes in, gets no run. The score is on 56 for 3 at the end of 13 overs.
Yes, and the Barbados bowlers really tightening the screws. The batsmen, and they're not getting any boundaries, and they're not getting as much singles that they would have liked. So some serious pressure being built here. They're doing a very good job. I must commend the bowlers. They're coming in their first over of their spell, and they're spotting. They're being consistent. They're not giving away any loose balls. So I must say, kudos to them.
Yeah, here's the captain now bringing himself into the attack. Lovell, Raphael Lovell, he's the captain. He attends the Queen's College School at in Barbados. Left arm spinner. And nice left arm batsman as well. He bowled his first delivery to Fontaine. Here is from the northern end now. Bowls to Fontaine. This one is short but rushes the batsman and struck him on his pad. Gets no run.
Yes, you see that ball just sliding in with the arm and not giving Fontaine any room to free his hands. So a good start by the captain.
Yeah, he has a slip, backward point, cover, short cover, long off, long on, short mid wicket, deep mid wicket, square leg. Here's Captain Level now into Fontaine. And Bowles. This one is keeping a little bit low.
Just a bit low.
Fontaine's back, punches his one out to cover, gets no run. Score remains on 56 for 3.
Another good delivery by the captain. So he's bowled 2 balls, no run so far. No good start.
Here's Level once more. The Bowles, and this one's down the leg side. We get some extra runs here, look like Wise. Back across for 1, coming back for 2. So we get 2 Wise.
The captain not getting much to him, but he started that ball too straight. Down the leg side, unfortunately, the keeper was unable to collect that delivery. So some welcome runs for the Windwards Lions batsmen, and the score moves on to 59 after over number 13.2.
Here's Level once more to board the Fontaine. This one's tossed up, driven by excellent feeling with a sharp extra cover feeder.
Lovely piece of
dive
fielding.
into his right.
And
Well done.
That's the kind of effort that would lift the team and cause even more pressure to build on the batsmen.
It's Captain Level once more to board the Fontaine. And this one is starts up on the other side. Bunks on a little turn. Lovely pace on that delivery. Another dot delivery. Here's Raphael once more. Level to bowl to Fontaine. Fontaine is forward, plays that one back to the bowler, gets no run.
Yes, another lovely delivery by the captain. Seems to be very accurate. He's not looking for much turn, just bowling the ball into the wicket and straight at the batsman. He's not tossing up anything or giving any room for the batsman to free their arms.
It's level again. Nice flighted delivery, push out to short to cover, gets no run. Graham fields again. I think Graham is on for chase at the moment. He's such a true fielder. I think he's on. What a good job he's done so far.
Yes, definitely. Put his name in the hat for selection for the next match.
Definitely.
So, and again, only 7 runs from now over. We're a bit of naughty bowling by the captain, but he started very well in spite of the wide and the 3 runs down the leg. So he'll be quite happy with proceedings. So 6 more overs to go. The score is now 59 for 3.
And here's Paris again to bowl to Vineyard. Paris is bowling from the southern end. He bowls now. Flight delivery on all stump. This one is driven down to lawn. Batsman crosses for 1. And that is all they will get. 1 run.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that the Barbados bowlers and the captain will be quite happy with the singles. It's been quite a while since the last boundary has been hit.
This Paris now to Fontaine. Fontaine's back. Misses this one. Keeper does not collect cleanly. And you can see the field is coming for Fontaine, the long off and long on. So it'd be interesting to see what Fontaine does here.
Yes.
As he faces it now to Paris. Flighted this one. Another big heave by Fontaine. This time when he managed inside edge to short, maybe gets no run.
Yeah, Fontaine is swinging very hard, but he's not making any connection. So you could see that the pressure has been built by the Barbados bowlers.
There's Paris again. Mr. Fontaine, and this is on the sweat. Should get 2 here at least. Bats across the wall. And come back for the second. So 2 runs to Fontaine. And the score moves up to 62 for 3.
Yes, the batsmen, you can see they're really trying hard to get a move on, but the Barbados bowlers, they're very disciplined. They're not giving much away. So now we see the slip. It's being moved and is placed at the 45.
Yeah. But here's Paris again. Hop on the skip. And he delivers this one. Oh, he's bowled down with a brilliant delivery. I think he bowled that one from behind the crease.
Yeah, he probably did. So he got some reward for some excellent bowling. He was at the wicket, at the batsman all the time. He wasn't giving anything away. Very accurate. So I think that he deserved that wicket. And you see the Barbados bowlers got another wicket in the middle period. So they're just keeping on applying the pressure, and it's been mounted on the batsman. And as we can see, as a result, another swing from Fontaine and to no avail. That seemed to be a attempted googly.
Yeah, I think it looks that way on the replay. That ball, I think Fontaine swinging, this head was going, not watching the ball, this swinging head going up too early.
Yes, definitely.
And missing the delivery.
Yes, and I think it's a result of the pressure that's been built by the Barbados bowlers and their inability to rotate the strike and get the boundary. So eventually something had to give.
Yeah,
so it'll be interesting to see the approach of the batsmen coming in.
Yeah, so Fontaine going for 15, going for 25 deliveries. Score is now 62 for 4. And no batsman is Sinclair. So here's Paris to bowl to Sinclair, who's facing his first delivery. Paris bowls, this one is tossed up on the stump. This one is played back to the bowler, gets no run. And that's the end of the 15th over. 62 for 4.
Another lovely over there by the leggies. Very good control. Some good skill being put on display here. That ball that got fountain was a lovely loop just outside off stump, and I think it was a googly that spun back. So he's doing a pretty good job for his captain. Like I said, leg spinners in white ball cricket, they often get you wickets. So once they can execute well, it makes the job for the captain very easy. And speaking of captain, we see the skipper, Lovell, coming back for his second over.
Yeah, he's bowled out to Vineyard. Vineyard gets a short ball and he hits it down to the long off area, gets a single, and brings St. Clair on strike. Pretty loose delivery, and I don't think Vineyard was able to put that one away.
Yes,
for
it
boundary.
was definitely. But I think that he'd be happy with the end result, considering just a single. So that brings St. Clair on strike to face up to the captain, Lovell. He's bowling his second over.
His level to bowl to St. Clair. This one's tossed up. He misses this one.
Bit of an inside edge onto the pad.
Yeah. No run conceded. So the batsmen continue to struggle against the slow bowlers here.
Yes, definitely. And they're bowling very smart into the wicket and straight.
There's level once more. He bowls this one. He's back and he punches one past cover. Who misfields there, going around to his left, and the batsman will cross the two.
Yeah, so we see St. Clair showing a bit of intent, just giving himself a bit of room and cutting that ball past point, and he was able to collect two. So it's very important that they keep up that intent at the wicket and not just let the game meander along.
There's level again. To both of St. Clair. St. Clair this time is driving his one down to the on the area. Smith comes around to his left and avoid 2 runs. Batsman cross for 1 run.
Yeah, we see some intent being shown by St. Clair. He's only faced 4 balls, but we could see that he's showing some intent, and it's really important that Venier, who's been at the wicket for quite some time, try to put some pressure back on the bowlers.
Ooh, well stopped by Captain Level. This one was struck ferociously, but Level was able to stop that one.
Yes, and that was very well stopped by the captain. We see some form of intent being shown by Venier. Obviously, you would have to try and keep that up, being the senior batsman at the crease at this point.
He's Level again. Balls to Venier. Oh, that's a brilliant catch, that slip. That is a magnificent catch by the slip field there. I think it's Wiggins who took that catch. Nice catch going to his right.
Yeah, that was a lovely catch, and we see Venier. That I realize that is something that he's been trying to do to the slow bowlers. He would walk down the wicket rather than chip, and it's something that he's done. He's been doing all the time.
Yeah, you're watching on the replay now to see.
Yeah, so as we can see, he's gonna walk down the wicket he walks down the wicket to the spinners, and obviously to no avail. So
that is a nice catch.
That was a lovely catch. So Venier goes scoring just 8 runs of 21 balls, and I think that he started to feel the pressure.
Yeah, I think so. So the score is now 66-4. And Lovers pick up his first wicket. That brings the end over also. So Paris to finish his spell. And the incoming batsman is like Charles. But St. Clair be on strike for Paris. Paris having a slit, backward point, deep cover, short cover. Oh, offload one, short maybe kick. Flexes one outside the off stump, batsman drives and misses. Keeper collects cleanly, more run.
Yes, we see Paris expressing himself, looping that one wide outside off stump. So a bit of confidence there, obviously getting a wicket and going for just 10 runs in his 3 overs.
He is again, tosses one again. A
return catch.
Yeah, drop catch. Caught on ball. chance.
A bit of a flash by on his fingers there.
Mm.
That one was struck back pretty firmly by St. Clair. We see he was trying to up the ante.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, Paris was unable to hold on to that one. It would have been a specky
Yeah, definitely.
was he been able to hold on to that. But batsmen were able to scamper for one, and the score moves on to 67 for 5 after 16.2 overs. And that brings the new batsman, Charles, on strike.
He's a left-hander, but I think this is the first left-hander.
Yes, this is the first left-hander we've seen in the inning so far. So it'll be interesting to see how he shapes up against the young leggy,
Mm-hmm.
who's bouncing in from the River Road end.
You know, tosses this one. This one is turned neatly into the onside. He gets one, looks for two. Two is not there.
Yes, and we can see some intent by Charles, looking for the second. And I think that's, even if they were not able to get the second, but that's the intent I think the other batsmen need to show. Once the ball goes into the outfield, it's very heavy. You run hard and look for two. If it's not there, fine, but you try and take the opportunity wherever it's presented.
I think Paris is in trouble with his finger. Not catch. He tried to take just know the ball before. I think he's having a little bit of issue there. Not sure if he'll be able to continue or not.
Yeah, I think there's
he's a young man.
a bit of injury.
Yeah. Tough man. Young, tough, mentally.
And obviously, it's his bowling hand, so it would be a little bit of discomfort.
Yeah, a little bit of concern. So far in the bowling analysis, we have getting to 2 overs, 12 runs, 1 wicket. Bourne, 2 overs, 17 runs, no wickets. Chase, 3 overs, 15 runs, 1 wicket. Bayer, 4 overs, 5 runs, 1 wicket. And Paris, he's at 3.3 overs, completed 12 runs, 1 wicket. And the captain level, 2 overs, 7 runs, 1 wicket.
Yeah, so we'll see a bit of magic spray being applied by the physiotherapist Queen. And hopefully that does the trick for the young leggy, give him a bit of relief so that he could finish his spell. So far he's bowled 3.3 overs, no maidens, 12 runs, and he's picked up a wicket, so he would want to finish well here for his team.
Here he is in to bowl to St. Clair. This one's tossed that is driven up the batter point. Was thinking about a run, but the fielder was onto the ball quick again, prevented that run.
Yeah, we see some excellent fielding by the Barbados team, attacking, and then we had some good backup from the fielders. Here comes Paris.
Oh, big swing by the batsman. St. Clair misses everything. Keeper taking off the bills, looking sharp.
Yeah, some clean work there by the keeper, and some steady bowling by Paris. Even though his finger is not 100%, but you see that he's putting in the effort to finish well.
He is now. Goes to St. Clair. This one's tossed again, and this time he appeals again, and it's not out again. Trying to
Yes,
make a stumping.
yes. Looking at the monitor, this is very close. You could see that he's close to the line, but
Yeah.
not far out enough to be given out. So some excellent work by the leggy, he finishing very well, and some sharp work by the keeper. So Barbados continue to put on the stranglehold on the Windward Islands. They're 68 for 5 after 17 overs. They're really showing their worth in the field. They're bowling tight. The keeper is looking clean. The fielders are looking sharp, and they're backing up. Even if we had a couple drop chances, but nonetheless, they will be quite happy with the position that they're in right now. So
Yeah, very good spell there by young Paris. 4 overs, 12 runs, 1 wicket. So here's Love now. In his 3rd over. And he's going to bowl to the left-hander Charles, who just came in. He's on 1. St. Clair's on 4. And here's Level to bowl to Charles. Level bowls. This one is short. This one is pulled, but he's missed onto his pad. He'll get at least a leg by. A bit forward umpire to single. And he get, oh, he's a leg by.
Yeah, so we see to bowl the ball into the wicket and straight at the batsman. I think that has brought good returns for him. You know, he's been very steady, bowling 2.1 overs for just 7 runs and getting a wicket in the process. So he's leading from the front.
Tosses this one, but this one is swung in the vacant area, whole corner for 4.
Yeah, a bit of a naughty bowling there by the captain. A bit of a full toss, and it got what it deserved. A welcome boundary by the Windward Islands batsman. So we see St. Clair a bit of intent shown, so he's gotten a bit of reward for that. They'll be quite happy with that boundary, which moves on to 73.
73 for 5. Level. That's giving a gift here to the batsman. Batsman upsetting.
Yeah, we can see the ball getting a little bit wet, so the captain is asking for a rag.
Maybe that one slipped.
Probably.
St. Clair, he's on 8. 10 balls. And Charles, he just came in, only faced 2 balls so far. Not missing any action, but here's Lover now to gain to bowl to St. Clair. This one is short, and St. Clair's bat and punches one to the left of cover, gets a single. Score moves on to 74 for 5. Charles, that brings Charles into strike. See the slip moving from slit to short front leg.
Yes, so you can see most likely the mode of attack from the captain would be straight. Not really looking to spin the ball.
He is on balls, and this one is upside the off stump. This one is punched into the vacant cover region, gets 1. Easy single. And that will bring St. Clair back onto strike. He's on 9. Here's Level to bowl to St. Clair. And he bowls. This one is short, we'll say all time. Cut and miss. Taken by the keeper, no run.
Yeah, we see again the captain is bowling pretty well. He's not looping up the ball or giving the batsman too much room. He's bowling the ball into the wicket and trying to keep it as close as possible.
Here he is again. He bowls this one in the wicket again. This punch past short cover. Off comes around to his left, fields batsman cross for 1.
And that's the end of over number 18. 2 overs to go. The score is 76 for 5, and the Windward Islands team continue to find it difficult to push the score along. As we see some very disciplined and controlled bowling by the Barbados team. They've taken most of the chances they were able to take. Wickets in clusters, especially in the middle period. So as we see the last 2 overs are about to start.
Here we see a very disciplined Barbados team today, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that they have assessed the wicket. They realized that the batsmen, they were putting away the full balls. They were quite keen on stepping onto the front foot, so they reverted to bowling short balls.
So like Chase coming back, and this one is crunch. Another full delivery is over mid-on for 4. So St. Clair now trying to up the tempo. A good shot over the mid-on region for 4.
Yes, some intent continue to be showed by St. Clair, and I realized that from since he entered the wicket, he's 14 runs from 14 balls. So, you know, some intent is being shown, and I think that's what the Windward Islands need.
Well, the mid-on not going back to long on. You know, the last 2 overs, they thought he should be down from the first ball. But here's Chase once more. The ball's to St. Clair. This one is short. And the long field, like, oh, that is a magnificent catch But Kemar Dixon, that is a wonderful catch off the long one, but running in and taking a diving catch forward. That's
Yes,
brilliant.
yes, a lovely, lovely catch. I thought that was gonna drop short, but he dove forward and took an excellent catch. So here we see St. Clair trying to up the ante, showing some intent, getting a boundary before over long on. The fielder being sent back the next ball, and then the bowler digging that one back in the wicket, and he's slapping that for back in the wicket, and a lovely catch being taken by
That
the
is a
fielder.
top cricket. There's top feeling there by Kemar Dixon. He's a special player with a bat also. Huh?
Yeah, so it's really good to see, and some intent trying that I was trying showed by the batsman. So a little bit too late, but like I said, the Barbados team continue to pile on the pressure and take the chances. So another wicket falling.
And another short delivery. And Chase picks up his second wicket.
Yes, so as you can see, the ball being bowled into the wicket is the way forward for the Barbados team.
And that brings Charles on straight. This Charles. Here's Chase. Into Charles. This one is on the leg stump. Take on the pad. No run. A very tight line here on leg stump.
Yes, he's not giving the batsman any room to work with.
Chase the bowling. Dead ball.
Yeah.
So funny that
The keeper was running back, facing the boundary, and he
Yeah.
just turned and catch
Catch
that
it.
ball along the leg. So
Yeah.
I mean, some awareness, obviously,
thought the umpire should start the bowler. I guess he wasn't looking at him.
Yes, you didn't think that the bowler was running up, but
Yeah.
all as well ends well. So
Chase have to we bowl that one. Here he is and bowls another short delivery this outside the off stump. Cut and miss. Taken by the keeper. No run. Score remains on 80 for 6.
yes, Chase has been doing a wonderful job so far. 3.4 overs, no maidens, just 19 runs, and he's been able to collect 2 wickets in the process. So he's doing a wonderful job for his captain.
Here he is again. To bowl to Charles. Another short delivery. This one's pulled over square leg. That'll go for 6.
That's a lovely
Over the
shot.
fielder. So he connects to that one. And that's going all the way for 6. Good shot.
That's a lovely,
Charles.
That's a lovely pull shot by Charles. So we see some intent, being shown by the low order, and I think the guys in the middle could have shown a little bit more intent. But nonetheless, it's a total team effort. So it's good to see there's some fight by the Windwards batsmen. The score moves on to 86 for 6. For number 18.5.
You'd be interested to see how Chase come back from this short delivery that was struck for 6 over the square leg boundary.
Yep.
Well, here he is though from the river road end. Runs in and bowls to Charles once more. This one is another short delivery, but this time called away. That's tight.
Yep.
I thought that was a bit harsh there on the border, but
Was a bit harsh.
yeah, you have to bowl that one again. Another run for the Windies on the 15 team, 87 for 6. Just 1 over remaining after this one. This Chase again runs in and bowls. Another short delivery. This one is pulled down to the long area. He gets 1, and that is all he will get for now. And that brings us to the end of the over, end of Chase spell. 4 overs, 27 runs, 2 wickets. Score 88 for 6 after 19. Last over.
Yes, as you see the final over coming up, I think the Barbados team would be the happier of the two being conceded. Just 88 runs, they would want to finish well. I must say kudos to the spinners. They've bowled really well in the middle overs. They've controlled the game, they took wickets, at short intervals, they were able to collect wickets. The fielders, they look sharp. They were backing up, and we see a brilliant diving catch by the long on fielder. So, all in all, a good feeling effort by the Barbados team. They'll be quite happy with how things are at the moment. So, it's just a matter of them wrapping it up and try to chase down these runs. So
Yeah, we seeing Bourne back for the last over. Um, just an observation is seeing the long on fielder. Dixon, he's running from long on to long.
so
That's a lot of work.
yeah, we could see that he's probably one of the better fielders.
Yeah.
So he has to be in the hot seat. So that's what the price you have to pay when you're one of the better fielders in the team.
Here's Bourne to bowl to Charles. This last over. We have Bourne as he runs in for the northern end to bowl to Charles. This one is a full delivery outside your start. That ball, no connection made. A dot ball, dot delivery. That was right up there.
Yes, we could see the plan is to bowl full at the batsman. Try and get in his Yorkers. We have a long on, long off. Sweep on the offside. So the plan really is to not really give much weight, but to try and bowl as full as possible.
Good start here by Bourne. As he goes in for his second delivery to bowl to Charles. Oh, this one is a high for a toss, slap over cover. He gets one, looks for two. This might be on the ball. 2 runs. I don't see any single by the umpire.
No, it's
Oh, it is in the ball. It is in the ball.
by Bourne.
This one is above the base.
Full delivery above the waist. That was slapped over cover for 2. So a free hit for Charles. I think he would relish the opportunity to swing his hands.
So here is Bourne to bowl to Charles. Charles swings, gets it straight to short. Oh, short wicket misfields, and the batsman get chance to cross for 2.
Yes, a bit of naughty feeling there by the Barbados team actually. The fielder just taking his eyes off the ball
Yeah.
and it trickled through his legs and allowed the batsman to come back for 2. So a little bit of impetus in the back end. The score moves on to 93 for 6 after 19.2. So 4 legal deliveries left in the Windward Islands innings.
Here is Bourne again to Charles. Oh, this one is well directed ball into the toes of Charles. Gets a leg by ball.
Yes, we see Bourne nailing his Yorkers. Early in the over, we saw a wide Yorker, and now we're seeing a Yorker at the toes. So he's executing well, and he'd want to continue in that vein for the remainder of these 3 deliveries.
Yes. Well, here's the new batsman Douglas. Yet to face a delivery. So he'll be faced the first delivery from Bourne.
Yes.
Here's Bourne. And bright sunshine. Runs in. And bowls to Douglas. This one is full. This one is driven back past the bowler. He gets 1. And that's all he will get for now. 1 run.
Yes. So a very tidy last over being bowled here by Bourne. 2 balls left in the innings, and he's gone for 23 runs. But I really think that he's done a decent job for his captain so far.
Decent job. Especially this over. We'd like to finish well. Here he is. Again to bowl to Charles. Past the umpire and delivers now. Another full ball. Looks like a slow ball. Deceive. Struck on the pad. The batsman was able to cross for a leg bite.
Yeah, a bit of a smart bowling there. I think that he was happy to get away with that delivery. It looked like a slower ball,
Yeah,
but I think that the batsman just raised his head too quick. Saw that full delivery and his eyes lit up, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make contact. So final delivery in the Windward Islands innings. Score is 96 for 6. Final ball coming up.
There's Bourne. Batsman. Oh, he's bowled down. So a wicket for Bourne. Wicket for Barbados. The end the innings. 96 for 6. at the end of the innings,
Yeah.
first innings of Windwards.
Yeah, so some lovely bowling by the Barbados team. I'm sure that they'll be the happier of the both teams at the end of this first innings.
Definitely. Um, just trying to see the scorecard here. But that ball, but born there in the end. I thought the Barbados in particular fielded very well. I just go through the scorecard very quickly. Edward, he went ball by chase for 19. Alexander, he was WW by Gittings for 0. Daniel, he was caught boys, ball Cristiano by 11 runs. Venya, he was caught against ball by level for 8. Fontenay, ball by Paris for 15. St. Clair caught Dixon. Brilliant catch on the long boundary. Ball by Chase for 14. Jaden Charles, he's not on 13. Douglas, just ball by Born for 1. And for the bowling effort from the Barbados team, we have Gittings, he bowled 2 overs, 12 runs, 1 wicket. Bourne, 3 overs, 22 runs, 1 wicket. Jaden Chase, 4 overs, 27 runs, 2 wickets. But yeah, with that spell, 4 overs, 1 maiden, 5 runs, 1 wicket. Paris, 4 overs, 12 runs, 1 wicket. And Level, the captain, 3 overs, 14 runs, 1 wicket. So Barbados will now have to chase 97 to win in the second innings. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Grenada National Stadium for the continuation of this cricket West Indies on the 15 match between Barbados and the Windward Islands. If you're listening for the first or watching for the first time, you know that the Windward Islands, the first innings ended up on 96 for 7. So means that Barbados have 97 to win this game. We're about to begin the Barbados innings, and the openers will be Sargent and Boeing. It looks like opening the bowling for the Windward Island. Looks like Vineyard. He'll be bowling from the Riverboard end. So Sargent will be on strike. Vinna will be bowling from the Riverboard end. He has a backward point, cover, extra cover. Looks like a long off now. Turman, find legs into the circle of a backward square leg, mid wicket, mid on. And we're ready to play. It's Vineyard to bowl to Sargent. First delivery, this one is driven just to the right of point. He gets a single. So Barbados off to a decent start. 1-4 loss. And Sargent opening his account for 1. Brings Boeing on strike, who's a left-hander. Batsman. Boeing, he attends the Grade City secondary school in Barbados. This is his actually first year and last year of this tournament. Pretty decent batsman from what I saw in the game yesterday. But here he is to face it to Vineyard. First delivery, he plays it 1 down to third man, gets a single. And that's all you would get. So moving smartly on, 2-4 loss. So good rotation of straight so far. And we have some bright sunshine. I know we have a bit of cloud above, but the sun is doing its work at the moment. Here's Vineyard to bowl to Sargent. This one is also this driven down to long off for 1. So things looking pretty easy to start off for Barbados. It's 3 off of 3 balls. And here's Boeing to face it. The field well spread. Here is when you're into Boeing. Boeing plays that one to short cover, gets no run. Bowler is just floating up these deliveries at the moment. He's trying to get his length and line right as he runs in now from the River Road end and bowls to Boeing. This one is short. Boeing pulls through mid wicket area, and I run close to the boundary as the batsman crosses for 1, come back for 2. Well fielded by the fielder down there, and they get a chance to come back for 3. Maybe there's a chance for some extra runs. And for the extra runs, so that's 4 runs. So the hard work that was done by the fielder in the first instance to save that 1 run, it's all been void. So still 4 to Boeing as he faces it now to Vineyard again. This time he places 1 back to the bowler, no run. That's the end of the first over. 7-4 loss.
Yeah, good first over for Barbados. They started off. The opening bowler for the Windwards seems to be a genuine pace. He's a sort of slow, medium pacer, probably just concentrating on line and length. And so the opening batsmen for Barbados were able to just push him around. And without any big set of aggression, the scores move on to 8th.
7, I think.
7
Yeah.
without loss in the very first over. Good start.
We'll start. So we have a left-hand seamer here to start here from the northern end. Maybe he's a left-hander. He's a left-hander seamer we saw in the game before. I think he's a left-hander.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's like Alexander. Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Yeah, Glasgow.
I think,
So we have Glasgow opening the bowling from northern end. He's going to be bowling to Sargent, who's on 2. So he'll be getting ready to bowl his first delivery. He has a turn man, point, cover, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, square leg, fine leg. As he runs it and balls now to Sargent. This one is wide and this is driven through cover, through the air, but safely. And it's gone into the boundary for 4. The first boundary for Barbados. Sargent stroking that one through the cover area. Mind you, through the air, but away from the fielder. That's gone into the boundary for 4.
well, the timing was good and the placement was perfect. It was airborne for some time, but none of the players had any chance of getting close to it. And a really beautiful shot to start the over.
Yeah, so the score moves on to 11 without loss. That's Glasgow at the top of his mark now. Ranzino to bowl to Sargent. This one is on the leg side and this shots him on the pad. Load appeal, but that one pitch we outside the leg stump. No chance of LBW. With a dot ball. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 field. Pretty balanced field for Glasgow. He runs up and bowls to Sargent now. This one is a fuller delivery. This one is played back to the bowler. Chance of run out. Bowler hits the stumps. I think the batsman safely home. So no run.
They had both the bowler and the batsman dive in.
Yeah.
Bowler from underground position trying to run out the batsman was advancing down the wicket looking for the quick single. No damage done.
So decent start here by the Barbados team. This Glasgow in a full delivery on the pads. And this one is where off the pads. Let's see if it come off the bat or it's leg only. But they get 1. And that's a run to Sargent. So that's brings his score up to 7. Barbados is now 12 without loss. Brings Bowings into straight. The left-hander Bowings. The shorter of the 2 batsmen. So here's Bowings to face his first delivery. Now takes guard. Same field. 5-4. No change of field really. There he is. Glasgow into both the Bowings. Bowings advances but can't beat short cover with a smashing drive, not timing the ball properly. So short cover is able to just move to his right, pick it up, and avoid any run. So Bowings looking to be very, very aggressive at the start of his innings. And here is Glasgow into Bowings. This one is full. This one is driven again to short. Extra cover, a bit of misfield, and the batsman takes the opportunity to get a single. So at the end of that over, scores 13 without loss. Sargent on 7, Bowling on 6.
Well, steady over, but the Barbadian batsman looking pretty comfortable. It's a good surface. Nothing unusual has happened yet. Neither of the 2 bowlers seems to be flat-out pace bowlers. They sort of slow, medium pace sort of bowling. Looking for line and length, and the Barbadian batsman handling the situation pretty okay.
Yeah, I think they're looking for a little bit of swing, but nothing really happening at the moment. A bit of cloud cover though coming over the ground at the moment. That's Vinia. Bowls to Boeing. Turns this one on. Fine. Pass a short fine leg that will run close to the boundary. And it gets there. Beats the fielder. That's 4 runs. So another boundary for Barbados. Carrying the score to 17 foot loss. And boy moving on to 10.
Yeah, that piece really, I've talked a lot about the bowlers that once the left and right combination, they keep switching to always bowl over the wicket, and it seems that a lot of time they lose the radar from going from side to side.
Here's Winnie again. The ball so boy swings at this one. Not all that short, but that's his shot. When the ball is slightly short, he would try to put it away. He misses that one, collected by the keeper cleanly. No run. Score remains on 17 foot loss. As Vineyard gets ready to bowl to Boynes again. This one, is outside the off and it's driven down to the long off region. There's a no ball, so it'll be a free hit coming up for the Barbados team. Sargent will be on strike, so there could be a field change here for this free hit. Since the batsman crossed for a single, so let's see.
I noticed something there, Clark, that the batsman actually started to walk down the wicket even before the fielder threw in the ball.
Yeah. The ball is not dead yet, isn't it? You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
So a free hit, and surprisingly, too many also is going back to the boundary. And here the ball runs out, and this is swing through the leg side. A chance for a run out. Batsman holds safely, gets one run.
Not much use has been made of the free hits. There have been quite a number of free hits in the tournament, but not much has come out of them. The batsmen, I think, because they realize it's a free, tend to lose their shape and balance and just swing the bat, and it really has not been connecting properly.
Yeah, need to work on that. Here's Venner again to Boeing this time. This one's outside the not Boeing. Steers this one behind point, gets no run as the point fielder runs around to his right and avoid any chance of a run. Score remains on 20 foot loss. So a good start here by the Barbados team. 20 foot loss. Only in the third over. So here is Vineyard again to Boynes. This one is wide on the leg side. Missed by the keeper, but well back to here by the short front leg fielder. So that would be on the wide. Single by the umpire. 2 wides.
And Windward had the unfortunate situation in the first game where they conceded some 52 extras in the game, and quite a number of wides were bowled in that game.
I think we see the aggression by the Barbados batsmen because they duck worth in the rain as a wrong. So once a lot of overs get in, they want to be ahead. Yeah. So here is Vineyard again to Sargent. Sargent is back and punches this one to short cover, gets no run, and he remains on 8. A bad delivery on top of our stump. Nice tight delivery. Batsman couldn't score. But here's Vineyard once more. Runs into bowl to Sargent. This one is full of this time. It's flicked off the pass straight to square leg, and it could be a chance to run out at the non-striker's end, and he's gone.
Well,
A good piece of fielding, poor communicating by the batsman in the middle. So Barbados loses their first wicket. Run out. Not a good way to be out, but has to go.
yeah, I think that the striker was watching at the ball and the non-striker was coming. The position, they said that is a run-out position because both batsmen tend to look at the ball when he goes between that short backward square and just forward square. And here was the batsman playing a good shot and just stood his ground watching at the ball while the non-striker came rushing down at him, turned but couldn't return, and a very unfortunate way to go. And that's the nature of the game. So Barbados losing the first wicket by the run-out route.
Good awareness by the fielder there though, to throw at the correct aim and getting that run out. The new batsman is Kimar Dixon. See a bit of a a batting change in the lineup. Begins with a batter at 3 in the previous game. And now we're seeing Dixon being promoted to number 3. Kimara Dixon, left-handed batsman. Want to watch. He took a brilliant catch in the innings. He's at the St. Mary's Boys School in Barbados. So he has another possible 2 years to play in this tournament. So you see, he has the responsibility of batting at number 3 for Barbados. They see how that goes as he faces up to Glasgow. Glasgow's bowling from the northern end. Same field, no change of field. Same 5-4. Here's Glasgow and here's Dixon to face his first delivery. Glasgow runs up and bowls now to Dixon. This one is outside the house and this down to short term and gets off the mark with a single. That vacant area, Thurman area.
Could be from the previous run out. Again, they sort of start and stop. And really, there were no fielder in that position, and it should have just been an easy single. Sometimes when you get a run out, your nerves tend to work on the previous run out, and didn't work properly.
Here's Glasgow to both the Sergeant this time. This one is on the positive flick. On backward square, fine left fielder comes around, can't save it. That's going into the boundary for 4. A nice looking shot by Sergeant. So that would make him forget about the run out very quickly. That boundary. Still has a job to do.
Yeah, and it's good to see at that early age, the run out could have considered his fault, but immediately got himself back into the game and playing a really beautiful shot off the pads.
Yeah, nice shot. Scoring almost at the 27 for 1. And here's Glasgow once more to both to Sergeant. This time his foot driven back down to mid-on area. Mid-on dives to his left and stops it. Can't avoid the single though. And another run to Barbados. Another run to Sergeant. Sergeant was on to 13. Barbados 28 for 1. Brings Dixon into strike.
Sergeant looking pretty comfortable and at ease. He's stroking the ball pretty nice. And that was a nice flowing on drive.
And here's Glasgow to bowl to Dixon. So another full delivery. Well bowl. The bowler dive into his left, preventing any chance of a run. So the score remains on 28 for 1. Dixon remains on 1. And here he is again. Glasgow into bowl to Dixon. This one is full again on the pass. This one is bit. And there's hesitation again by Sergeant. Most one going just in front of square. The fielder moving from behind square prevents that single. So bit of lacking communication. This is something that they have to get right.
Sergeant doesn't back up that much. He stays in his crease. I think that's what happened. He has to move from stop position.
Here's Dixon now. Guys that one down to Thurman nicely for a single. Brings up his second run. Bring Barbados on to 29 for 1 at the end of 4 overs.
Dixon doesn't look like the type of batsman that use power and strength, but he has come in there and has been rotating the strike nicely with some little dabs and push, into the vacant position. I think with the Sergeant on one end, that's a good way to adapt yourself to get into the game, rotate the strike, and keep the score flowing.
I think once you see Dixon getting, you will see a different Dixon. Dixon is a clean striker of the ball. He likes to hit the ball. I think he's just trying to give himself a chance to getting, not batting, by rotating straight early in his innings. So we'll see as the innings progresses.
Well, he said that one of your better batsmen will bat at 3, and they trusted that job for him to do. So obviously they would consider him to be one of the leading batters on the team.
It's Vineyard to ball to Dixon now from the river end. This one is full up to the outside. This one scored a wide. It's full and wide. Dixon drive misses, but it's a wide delivery, so 1 more to the total. Barbados move on to 30 for 1. So Vineyard at the top of his mark. Gets ready to running to ball 2. Dixon. This one is good length delivery on the off stump. Dixon can only defend back to the bowler, gets no run. A good delivery. So we're seeing the sun peeping back out again. Cloud actually moving slowly away from the ground. What here is Vineyard again to Dixon. This one turn to mid wicket. That's an easy single. Rotating straight nicely. Adds 1 to his total. He moves on to 3. Score 31 for 1. Brings Sargent back into straight. Now one of Barbados openers would have caught COVID. Could not make the tour. Here is Sargent with the short ball. Can't dispatch that one. Hits it straight to point. Cover point. Gets no run.
I think you would have figured that he missed out there. It was a pretty short delivery. But it seems as if it stood up a bit and he really couldn't execute it as he wanted.
It's Vineyard once more to bowl 2 Sargent. And this one is on top of us. And this one's driven back to the bowler. Like to see that again. Now look at half a chance. But Sargent survives, get a single. Carries the score to 33 for 1.
I think the reaction of the bowler, he felt that he probably could have taken or make it into a catch. We're not too sure if it dropped just before him or it went through his hands. But his reaction tells you that he think he had a chance there.
Yeah, it does, yeah. It's Dixon to face it to Vineyard. Vineyard runs in on one balls to Dixon. Dixon drives, can't beat short cover, extra cover. Gets no run. Good looking shot off the front foot. Good positive stroke. But gets no run. So far, you're seeing Vineyard now to come again to bowl to Dixon. Dixon turns this one neatly down behind square, gets no run, straight to square leg. So, a bowl, last delivery by Vineyard to finish off the over. So after 5 overs, Barbados 32 for 1.
You can say that he's bowling to his field. The shots are pretty good shots, but straight to the fielders. But Barbados still moving along fairly comfortable. They will probably like to keep this partnership going deep into the innings at 32 for 1. Of course, the Windward will really, like to pick up a wicket or 2.
Yeah, the case is the order there for Windwards. You could see that the current run rate is 6.4 and required run rate is 4.33. So to bring a good way to bring that run rate down is to get wickets. Here is Glasgow to bowl to Sargent. This one is full and this is driven to mid off. Gets no run. So the score remains on 32 for 1. So as you say, the partnership is now 10 and they would like to build on this partnership. But here is Glasgow having different ideas. This one is full again. This one is played down to the mid-off area, gets no run again. So good bowling so far from Glasgow. First 2 deliveries.
The batsman seemed to be concerned about something. Maybe think that he needs to get some runs.
Here he is again to face it to Glasgow. Left-hander Glasgow, he bowls, and this one is full again. This one is driven to mid-on. This time he gets a single. As the returns come into the keeper, strike. He actually strikes the batsman. But no harm done. Just 1 more to the total. 1 more to Sargent. Sargent now 15. Moving on smartly. Let's face 16 balls. Brings Dixon into straight. Left-hander Dixon. So left-handed Glasgow into left-handed Dixon. And Glasgow both is fun. This is swing through the mid-wicket area. An aggressive stroke. First one we see from Dixon brings in 2 runs. A bit of a hug. Head, let's make back a little. Losing shape a little bit. Gets 2.
Still able to pick the gap between the middle wicket and the backward square and picked up 2 good runs.
So here he is again to face it to Glasgow. This ball is full and turns this one down to fine leg, gets a single. Total moves up by 1. It's 36 for 1 now. Dixon on 6, Sargent on 15. Bowen was run up for 11. So a bit of not on the gloves. 2 batsmen. Partnership now going to 14. Right here is Glasgow to finish this over as he runs in on one ball to Sargent. This one is a high foot toss. That would be a no ball. He scored that short cover, but that's a no ball way too high. And there's another free hit. So we see if he can't change this time. So we'll see how the batsman deal with this free hit. Good chance for him to open his arms. Here is Glasgow into Sargent. And this was full. This hit through the mid-wicket region. And the batsman get a chance to get a single. And that is the end of the over. Score is now 38 for 1 after 6 overs.
A reasonable comfortable start by the Barbadians. 38 for 1, going at 90. 94, but you had to just double check it. So a comfortable start. They have only lost 1 wicket by the run-out route. I think they has the ability, as you will see, to rotate the strike. They have been doing that pretty okay. So I don't think they need to worry about accelerating so much on the run rate. What they need to do is just continue what they are doing. I think Windwards though will really be hoping that they could pick up some wickets to get themselves back in the game.
Yeah, most definitely. You see a change from the River Road end, more southern end of the ground. You see Edward into the attack now. Looks like he's going to bowl some off spin.
Edward is a leg spinner,
Leg spinner?
yeah, but we'll watch this here.
He has a point. Deep cover.
Looks like a
Deep cover.
Field looks like a off spinner, but we'll watch to see.
Short cover, mid off, in the circle, on. Short mid wicket. Man behind square. Deep. Short front leg, short term man now. So let's see. As error comes in. And that's what's done leg. So that's a wide delivery. So he starts with a wide.
Still looking to see.
So it's error now to bowl to Dixon. Score goes at the 40 for 1. Partnership 18. Here he is. Bowls to Dixon. Dixon is back and steers this one. And Sargent is not interested at all in a run. You know, just sitting back in the crease, not backing it. And that could have been an easy run.
I think he goes deep in the crease and stays in there. He doesn't sort of advance himself forward. So by the time the call comes, he finds himself so deep down that he refuses to run.
It's something he needs to work on and improve. Right here is Edward to Dixon. Dixon cuts at that one, misses. Taken cleanly by the keeper, no run. Conceded. So not a bad start here by Edward. Here he is now. To bowl to Dixon. Dixon drives. Feeded by the bowler, diving to his right, preventing any chance of a run. So he lets the errors bonus on all spinners. One seeing here he is now to bowl to Dixon. Dixon is forward, places one gently back to the bowler as he moves to the right. No chance of a run. So a good start here by Edward. Just conceding 2 runs so far in the over. Here he is now to bowl to the left-handed Dixon. And Dixon's back and steers this one now. The only backward point, batsman cross for a single. That was done early in the over and they didn't run. So a little improvement. So 41 for 1 more to Dixon.
That's what's important, and at least you correct your mistake as you go along.
Here is the Edwards now into Sergeant. Sergeant drives this one down to long one position. He gets an easy single to long one. Carries the score to 42 for 1 at the end of 7 overs.
Really good over from Edwards. He bowled pretty much on line and length. Seems to be an off spinner, bowling both wrong and over the wicket. He conceded just 4 runs in the over, but and all comes from just pushing into the gap. So even though you're bowling steady and good line and link, I think the Windwards would really like to pick up a wicket or 2. I think the Barbadian batsmen are batting well within themselves, playing the game, moving along nicely, picking up the singles, rotating the strike. And this is cricket, the bad ball will come, see what happens then.
Seeing another bowling change here from the other end. This time it is going to be Alexander. He's a leg spinner. I believe he's a leg spinner. He's going to be bowling to Sargent. He has a short term man, a point, deep cover, short cover, long off. No seeing that short term man. Oh, he's staying. That was a mid on, short mid wicket, deep mid wicket, deep backward square. And here he is to bowl to Sargent. His first delivery. Someone over in the field. Here he is now to bowl to Sargent. This one is tossed on the off stump. And this is cut down to the deep cover position. Gets a single, Sargent. Scores moves up to 43. Sargent is 18. And bring Dixon into straight, who's on 7. Let's see, fielding positions change. Let's see. Still having 2 men on that side. And you also, you don't see any deep backward square coming into point. Long off in position, deep cover, deep mid wicket, deep square leg, short fine leg, short mid wicket, mid on, short cover. Here is Alexander into Dixon. Dixon turns this one fine, gets an easy single on the short fine leg. So they're rotating it straight well. Scores move on. The score moves on to 44 for 1. Dixon moves on to 18. Dixon moves on to 8. Sargent on 18 as he faces up to Alexander. Balls. This one is down the leg side. Swings and miss. Probably touched something on the way through, but no way was given. Here is again to bowl to Sargent, who's on 18. And he bowls. This one is wide and Sargent goes after it. Hits it behind point. Only gets 1 run. Short comes in, hits the stump, but well backed up by the short mid wicket fielder. No chance of extra run. So the score is now 45 for 1.
So want to ensure that he gets back the ball. That was a pretty wide delivery, and
Very, very wide.
yeah, still went after it. Just get the one. Get the one from the wide with a lot less effort.
Hmm. Well, here he is. Alexander into left hand of Dixon. Some adjustments made to the field. We don't know going back to the one. Here's Alexander. Into ball to Dixon. This one's floating. Dixon uses his feet and chips this one down to the long one area for easy single. So you're seeing some skill there by Dixon using his feet to get close to that one, and just knocking it down the ground for a single. Brings Sargent back onto strike. And here is Alexander into Sargent. This one just waits on it and punches one to short cover. Can't get a run, and that brings at the end of the over. The score is now 46-1 after 8 overs.
Yeah, another a steady over from Alexander. Not much in it. He didn't see the ball turn or anything that much. He just concentrating on line and length just outside the off stump. And again, the Barbadian batsmen just continue to rotate the strike. The run rate now has dropped a bit. It's now 5.7. They still need to score at 4, so they are still ahead. But I don't think they will want it to get that close, and probably having to score 8 or 10 runs in the last over. But we are seeing the whole aim and objective is to rotate the strike as much as possible.
Yeah, good job so far. Just the run out, but 46-1. Not a bad effort so far for the Barbadian team. Only 8 overs, 12 overs remaining, 51 runs more to get to win. So not a bad effort at all. The bowling so far for the Windward Islands is a Vineyard, 3 overs, 19 runs, no wickets. Glasgow, 3 overs, 19 runs, no wickets. Identical figures. Then we have Edward, who just had the 1 over before. He's into his second over now. He's got 4 runs. Alexandra, 4 runs. So very identical, both seamers and spinners. So this one be on straight to face Alexander. As Alexander now passes the umpire, marks his run, adjusts the field, brings in half a point, sends it round to his right. Behind here is now to both of Dixon. Dixon pulls away this time. So, not sure what's happening at the moment. We're not sure either. Here we go again. That's Edward. Alexander balls to Dixon. Dixon drives back to the bowler. Gets no run. Well tossed delivery there on top of our stump. Here he is again. Here's Edward again. Sorry, bowling to Dixon. Dixon try to steer this one behind the short term. A chance of a run out, and he's gone. He's given out. He's very slow off the mark there. And we were with another wicket, another run out. So there's 2 run outs in the innings. So a good wicket there by the Windward Islands to pick up another run out.
Again,
Another wicket by the run out route.
He took so long to start.
Struggling.
Yeah, he made a couple of attempts to start and didn't go. And again, not backing up, he showing his crease. The ball, all after the ball was played, he was still standing grounded in his crease. And then after a few jitters, he started. So not good running between the Barbadian. They've been batting well, but the running between the wicket, probably a little to be desired. But good breakthrough by the Windward. The wickets always put pressure on the batting team, and Windward not getting it through the they bowl on cut scenarios, but they run out, which is still a method of getting out. And I think that comes along a lot of the times when the pressure is on the batsman and they're trying to create runs. And so, two good wickets. I think I wouldn't say Barbados they are a bit ahead, but it's still a very close game.
Yeah, as the captain, comes in for Barbados team, Raphael Level, left-handed batsman. So you have two left-handed batters at the crease. So he's from the Queen's College School back in Barbados. Captain in the team, great responsibility here to carry his team home over the line as he faced first delivery from Edward Bowles, and this one's outside the off stump. Wide delivery called by the umpire. So the score goes up to 1 more, carries the score to 47 for 2. Here he is to face Edward again. This time he's back and punches just in front of cover. And here is a chance, another run out, mix up. More run. A bit of hesitation by both batsmen. A bit of misfield. But no danger then at the end. Here is Edward again to bowl to Level. This one is full toss. This swings it over the mid-wicket area for 4. So welcome boundary to Barbados.
Yeah, a loose ball, a
Loose
full
ball.
toss. Took advantage of it.
And that brings it to 50 also for Barbados.
And a really welcome boundary because it just seems to be slowing down in the run rate. And I think you could see the reaction of the Windward players' head starting to drop with just that one shot.
But here he is now to face it to Edwards again, Level. This time he's back and cuts it straight to point. Bit of misfield, but no chance of a run. Bit of loose delivery. Batsman not able to put that one away. Here he is again, Edward to bowl to Level. This one is tossed up straight back. Places one is straight back to the bowler. And that's the end of the over. Barbados 51 for 2. Chasing 97, 46 more runs again.
Yeah, good. Well, a steady over, over in which a wicket fell by the run-out route. I think the captain coming in now will have to take control of things. He has the size. He might just see probably a couple more hard-hitting shots. The Barbadian, as we said, continue to rotate the strike, continue to be slightly ahead on the run rate. 61 for 2. I think still in a good position.
Yeah, 51 for 2. Alexander still in the top. First over, costing just 4 runs. Here he is to bowl to Dixon. This one is tossed up on the stand. This one is turned neatly. The true square leg gets 1, looking for 2, comes back for the 2, and he'll get 2 easy runs. So well played by Dixon, well run by the batsman.
Yeah, definitely. They never stuttered. They turned and was on the go.
So here's Alexander. He's into bowl to Dixon. This one is flighting, and this one is thrown into the square leg region, full toss. Swings it onto square leg. Dixon got a little cramp also. He's in a bit of discomfort at the moment. He worked hard on the field, running from low on to low on. So, not sure if that is telling on him right now.
Yeah, look at scrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
These
battered
guys,
too.
no problem. There's a lot of running, and I can't tell from here, but you know, our generation, you see people getting cramp at those age. Yeah. Maybe the food they eating or something. Yeah, just batting about 10 or 15 minutes.
Here's the long middle going out to long for captain Level. Face it to Alexander. This one is wide. There's a wide delivery call with umpire. So Barbados move up to 55 with that wide. 55 for 2. Level on strike. He's just on 4. This one is tossed on his start. This one is driven down to the long area. Gets a single. Carry his own score at the 5. Barbados 56 for 2. 9.3 overs. Here's Alexander again to bowl to Dixon. He is passing up or delivered. This is tossed up. This one is forward. And level is halfway down. No chance of a run. And now there's a chance of a run. The overthrow. And Barbados capitalize on overthrow. So it's a leg by.
I don't think there were any chance of the batsman being run out there, but bowler had a shy of the stumps, missing and creating that overthrow.
Brings level into straight now to face Alexander. This one is short and this going back. Punches and misses. Taken cleanly by the keeper, no run. And that's the end of the over. So we're halfway. One more ball. Sorry, one more ball. Seems late.
I think there was the wide.
Yeah, wait, yeah. So we are 57 for 2. And here's Alexander to level of his back this time and smashes one back past the bowler. Straight long off, comes around, long one, comes around. And oh, I'm not sure if that's gone into the boundary.
Yeah, they actually.
So we wait and see what the umpire is single. There's a official right there on the boundary. I'm not sure. Oh, he's singing it for.
I don't think they are aware of what happened because they were looking at each other.
It's 4 runs at the end of the day. So now the umpire no singles and he makes 4 runs. Let's see the replay. Yeah, 4 runs.
Yeah.
4 runs, yeah. Foot is on the rope.
Yeah.
So that's 4 runs to Barbados, 4 runs to level. So at the halfway mark, 61 for 2. Level on 9, Dixon on 12. Partnership just 15. Barbados need another 36 runs in 10 overs.
I think Barbados is fully in control. I think they will have to lose the game from here on. Good batting, steady batting. They have lost 2 wickets by the run-out route, so tells you they are batting pretty okay. Probably the running between the wicket probably need a little
Attention.
yeah, but besides that, I think they are putting. Windward are not really bowling that bad. It's just the fact that the Barbadians are batting beautifully.
Yeah, they're batting pretty comfortable here. Pity they've gone. They lost 2 wickets, but they run out route. But it's part of the game. So as you said, that's an area that we'll have to improve in. I think there's another game tomorrow, so I want to wrap it as quick as possible. So so far, Sergeant ran out 19. Both openers ran out. So Sergeant ran out 19, 23 balls. Gaston Bowings, he was run out for 11. Kimar Dixon's on 12. Lover is on 9. For the bowling, for the Windwards, the 2 seamers, identical figures. Vinya, he's gone 3 overs and 19 runs. Glasgow, he's gone 3 overs and 19 runs. Edward is complete. Second over, 2 for 9. And Alexander, 2 for 13. So a further 36 runs to get for victory for Barbados. And the current run rate is 6.10. Required run rate 3.60. So well ahead, comfortably sitting in the driver's seat at the moment.
Yeah, like I said, it's the game as it is now. It is Barbados to lose. They're in a pretty good position, batting very comfortable. The wicket is a good surface. You're not seeing any ball turn or bouncing. It's just a matter of playing straight, getting behind the ball and playing it where you want to. I think, as we said, the both Barbadian batsmen are doing just that.
Yeah. Start again. Edward would continue when the river end. He'll be bowling to Dixon.
And he has not been bowling bad. 2 overs for 9 runs.
Here he is now. Pass umpire. That balls this one's tossed it on the stumps. He's and the batsman Dixon just strokes it back to the bowler, gets no run. So Edward have long off, short should cover, deep cover, turn man, short fine leg. There's another short delivery. Dixon's back, punches back to the bowler, can't score again. He also has a deep mid wicket, short mid wicket, and a mid on. So here he is now to bowl to Edwards in to bowl to Dixon. And Dixon drives back to the bowler. Another dot delivery. So 3 dots in a row. A ball so far by Edwards, keeping things very, very tight. Here he is again to bowl to Dixon. This time it's tossing Akimar. Dixon chips and hits that one over the fair cut mid wicket area for 4. Nice looking shot.
Yeah, he just decided he has seen enough of Edwards. He decided to come down the wicket, came down and chipped down beautifully and hit it into that vacant area deep. So the straightest middle wicket and getting a well-deserved boundary.
Yes. Scoring almost at the 65 for 2. Dixon was moving on to 16. Another 32 required for Barbados. As the mid-on goes back to long on, here's another ball, flighted delivery by Edward. That's one that's played back on the pitch, both the fields, no run. Conceded. Here's Edward once more. Ball to Dixon. Dixon gets a delivery. And there's a quick chance of a run out, but a bit of misfield. If the field that ball cleanly, it'd be a very, very good chance of a run out again.
Yeah, I think it would have, and it would have been ironic to see three of your first batsmen going by the run out route.
Yeah.
But again, that was a close one there. The fielder didn't pick up, but I think when the ball got to him, the batsman was just passing the halfway mark. So the time they choke, I mean, it would have been pretty close. But they survive. At least they're trying to rotate the strike and they're doing it pretty well, going along comfortably at 6 for 2. It's going at 6 and just needing now to score 3.44 runs and over.
Yeah. Risky run, but no danger in the end. I think we should see a no bowler here. No bowler. Charles is into the attack. And he's going to be bowling to left-hander Dixon. He has a point, deep cover, short cover, extra cover, short extra cover, long off, long on, short mid wicket, deep backward square, and a short fine leg. So here he is, the boy's first delivery to Dixon for another inning. This one is flighting. This one is driven down to the way long on, and they jogged the first run, so no chance of 2. So 1 more run to the total, 1 more run to Dixon, who's on 18. Score moves on to 67 for 2, brings level into straight. So level settles and Charles delivering. This one is driven down the ground powerfully onto the long off area. Gets 1 run. That's 1 run. Moves the score to 68 for 2. Dixon back on strike. That's Charles now. Pass umpire. A little flatter, but played back to the border by Dixon. So a little bit of variation there by Charles. He is again to bowl to Dixon. This time it's a little fly. This one's turned neatly off the pads. Gets an easy thing into the leg side, just behind square. Let's keep the strike rotating. Doing a pretty good job so far. Dixon's move on to 19. Here's 11 on 1 straight. driven. Let's so run gets no run. A ball going up to the point fielder. He's looking for a run, but there was no run possible there. So here's Charles again to bowl to captain level. This one's a little bit flatter. Level turns this one onto short front leg, gets no run. That's the end of the over. So at the end of 12 overs, Barbados 69 for 2. They need another 28 runs. 8 overs remaining.
Good over from Charles, first over. Just 3 runs, conceded 3 singles. But, it's good bowling, but I think wickets will be more important. So the batsmen are, assessing the situation nicely, stroking it. It doesn't look fluttered or anything. They don't look that concerned about their situation. They are in front. They 69 for 2. Just needed to score now at just 3.50 runs over, and they are motoring along nicely.
See that middle going to way low on or cold corner. So there's no one low on. He's in the cold corner position. As Eric bowls to Dixon goes back, tries to catch that one, but doesn't make good contact. Point fielder just moving to his left, avoiding any chance of a run.
Remember in the last over, he did hit a boundary in a similar position.
Correct. It's Eric to Kimar. He goes for the big shot again. The fielder's down there, and that is going over the fielder here for 6. So he's down there, but it's still going for 6. That's the maximum. That's a risky shot with the man over there, but he hits it well enough, times it well enough, and that's going into the boundary for 6. He moves on to 25. The score moves up to 75 for 2 now.
Well, you have to give a lot of people credit here because the field was well set.
Mm-hmm.
The ball was bowled to be hit there. The batsman did hit it there and clear the field.
Yeah,
and he really took up the challenge.
Yeah. So here is Everett again from the River end. This one is tossed again. This one. It's not going for the big hit this time. That's a ball that you should have put away. Still,
he's satisfied with the previous one.
Yeah.
It was close enough to being out. He decided no taking no chance.
Here's Eric once more to Dixon this time. He drives that one, ball to misfield, so chance of a single. No chance of 2. So that brings 11 into strike. Score moves up to 76 for 2. Dixon on 26. Captain 11 on 10. So here he is to face sentinel to Edward. Bowls, and this one is tossed, and this was driven down to the long off area for a single. We got the easy single down to the long off. 11 moves on to 11 now. Score move on to 77 for 2. And Dixon's back on straight to face Edward. And here he is now. Edward, this one is tossed, and Dixon is forward. Pushes his one into the leg side. Short wicket, feels no run. At the end of the 13th over, Barbados 77 for 2.
Yeah, Dixon sort of cricket is like it's pre-planned. He'll defend 2 or 3 that you think, in hitting zone, he just decide to defend it, and then I say out of the blues, he takes up the challenge. And obviously you can see he's a good striker of the ball because he's not a big guy, and to clear the boundary line here, he had to be a good timer of the ball. He's really playing nice cricket. He's playing well within himself.
Yeah. So it's Charles to continue. Second over, as opposed to Level. This one is on top of the all stunt. Level not going forward or back, but just defending that one back down the pitch for the ball to field. No run, no possibility of a run there. As Charles walk back to his mark, no turns, no passes. The umpire delivers, and this one is hard into the mid-wicket region, and that is a miss chance, and the ball going into the boundary for 4. So a bit of a chance there. But the mid-wicket fielder, deep mid-wicket fielder, not taking the opportunity. Some may be in his eyes at the moment.
I think he's signaling that because he didn't actually go at the ball. The ball actually fell somewhere in the boot or somewhere. He didn't actually make any attempt to catch the ball. But good shot.
So here is Charles again to both the level. This time level drives it past the ball on the offside, down to the long off position region. He gets one. The score now moves up to 82 for two. Level moves on to 16. Brings Dixon into strike, who's on 26. Batting pretty well. I know here is Charles to Dixon. This one is driven to the outside. Can't beat short cover to his left. Short cover field skips around and slides, preventing any chance of a single.
It's good to see the players playing right to the end and playing hard.
Here's a swing through short mid wicket. Chance for a run out. I think he's gone. Direct hit. Direct hit is gone. So there's a third run out in the innings for the Windward Island team. So third batsman is gone by the run out route.
Well,
I think there's some lazy running there by the skipper.
yeah, I think he just figured I'm not too sure. Let's see if he really. It seems.
He hesitated
Oh, yeah.
and direct hit gone. So a bit of hesitation by the skipper, and the third run out in the innings. So 82 for two. Barbados need another 15 runs. Anita's run out. However, another wicket for the Windward Islands team.
They always had that problem running between the wickets, literally from the start of the inning. And it probably is not surprising that three of the batsmen are gone by the run route. In fact, it's the only area of the game that there seems to be not as up standard as they expect them to be. The batting, the bowling, the fielding, everything else. But the running between the wicket from the start has been a bit of an issue. And so probably for us who are here, you'll say probably no surprise that there's 3 run out and probably not more.
Yeah, definitely an area that they will have to improve on, especially, and they have to do it quickly. This tournament is so short. There's not really time to practice in this tournament at all. So something that the coach, obviously, and coaching staff will address after the game. I have no doubt about it. But here is young Wiggins. He's in to face his first delivery. The man from St. Philip. He plays his first delivery back down the pitch, back to the bowler. Gets no run. So at the end of 14 overs, Barbados 82 for 3.
82 for 3, still in a commanding position. They just needed to score 2 runs, 2.5 runs are over. But I think you would be a little bit concerning to them in the fact they run out. Let's hope that he doesn't play on the batsman mind and they settle in and continue batting as beautiful as they was.
Yeah, Kimura will have to continue here. He's the batsman that's in. You don't want any alarms. So we're going to see a new bowler here coming from the River end. He's Labored. No. He's going to come from the River end and he's going to bowl to Dixon. He passed the umpire. This one is a full delivery driven down to a short extra cover who moves around to his left to prevent any chance of a single. So the score remains on 82 for 3. So Barbados 82 for 3 and Dixon on strike. Here is Daru again. He bowls. This one is another full delivery. This one is driven straight to point. No chance of a run. So a good start by Naru so far. And he has short term man, point, short to cover, deep cover, long off, long on, short mid kick, deep mid kick, fine leg. Here he is on the ball to Dix. Another full delivery, another dot delivery here by Daru. So good bowling so far by the young man. Right hand, medium pace.
3 dot balls.
It's bowling to Dixon. Left-handed Dixon. He comes on board. Another full delivery and another dot ball. Ball played into short mid wicket. No chance of a run. So a good start here by the young man. Building some pressure. And here's Daru once more. Bowling to Smith. Another ball down. But this one is down the leg side. So that's a wide call by the umpire. So the total moves it to 1. And that makes it 83 now for 3. Barbados need another 14 runs for victory. But here's Daru coming in from the river and the balls to Dixon. This is another full delivery. Dixon swings this one down to the long on region, gets 1. Doesn't connect well, but still was able to get 1. Brings Wiggins into straight. The Marco Wiggins is from the law school back in Barbados, left-handed batsman.
And you don't expect many quick singles by Wiggins.
Very good batsman for the primary school level. Scored a lot of runs. He is to face it to Daru. First delivery. This one is full and wide. And wide single by the umpire. So another run to Barbados team.
Just spoiling that good over his with the 2 wide deliveries.
Yeah,
In fact, just 1 run off the over so far and 2 wides.
So here's Daru. Trying to finish a good over. Ranzino pass umpire. Both of this one's down leg side for another wide. So after starting the over so well, he's now bowled how many ways? 3 wides?
3 wides.
3 wides in the over. So he's
just putting a bit of pressure with the run out of the captain and the new batsman, and then starting beautifully, but just easing the pressure on the Barbadian there.
Yeah, definitely. Here is again to bowl to the left-handed Wiggins. And this one is full, and this one is driven back to the bowler. Gets no run, and that's the end of the 15th over. Barbados 86 for 3. Needing another 11 runs for our victory here in the second match.
Like to see this the message bringers sprint onto the field with something that the batsman didn't ask for. There's obviously sending a message to them.
So let Charles will continue for the northern end.
I think Windwards just didn't score sufficient runs.
Not sufficient.
The bowling doesn't look too bad and a bit steady. Just a question that there are not enough runs on the board. You didn't really have to ultra attack. You didn't have to play any rash shots or create shots to get to that score. And I think Barbados went about it very sensible, just taking their time and rotating the strike and picking up the odd boundary and there.
Yeah, I think they've done that well. Just the 3 run-outs is a concern. But here we have Charles bowling from the northern end. He's got 2 overs, 8 runs so far. He's bowling to Dixon. And Dixon reverses sweep. And that round we're going close to the boundary. There's a chase on, but the point for they get 2 runs. So Dixon showing some versatility there.
When you do it and you do it properly, nothing wrong. Question is when it doesn't work.
Yeah. So very confident young man, Kimara Dixon. Here he is to face Charles again. This one is he's forward and pushes one to short cover. Gets no run as the fielder moves to his left and fields. Here is Charles once more to bowler Dixon. This one is driven back past the bowler. Straight and mid on fielder comes around and fields and Dixon picks up another run. Barbados moves up to 89 for 3. It's needing 8 runs. It's needing 8 runs for victory. Bring Wiggins on straight. Is yet to score. Here he is. Wiggins steers this one down behind point, looks for one. And that's all it'll be for the time being. Dixon he's also a member of my club back home, Carlton Club.
Okay.
And plays in second 11 team. So a good boy. So a good talent. Here he is now facing it to Charles, and this one is played back to the bowler, no run. So some good products coming from my club. Another young man coming through. Here he is now to bowl. Charles bowls to Dixon. Dixon plays this one, gets no run. And that's the end of the over. And the score is 90 for 3. Barbados needing 7 to win. 4 overs remaining.
Well, I don't think they in cricket have a way of creating all sorts of excitement and drama, but I don't think with 4 overs to go and just 7 runs that there will be that here today. But again, this is cricket. But the Barbadian batsman, again, fairly easy, fairly comfortable. The Windwards has yet to pick up they'll pick up 3 wickets and all by the run-out route. So probably I think that the highlight of the fielding performance so far, how the bowling performance has been the fielding, because they are able to get a 3 run out.
Yeah, fielding was good. Anytime you get 3 run outs, is a plus. I just say I don't think that they put enough runs on the board. Here's the rocks again though from the river, and he had a mix over, first over, just 4 runs from it, but here he is again to bowl to Wiggins. This one is clip on, pass, clip to the leg side, pass short mid wicket for a single. As deep mid wicket runs across his right and shows the return back to the non-striker's name. So 1 run. So 1 more to the total. 6 runs needed now. 91 for 3. Here's Dixon. Well, he's moved his score to 30. He's 30 not out. He faces it to the rocks, who's coming from the river right end. He passes the umpires on board to Dixon. Dixon drives past the border, gets a single. He moves on to 31. Score moves up to 92. Barbados needing 5 more runs for victory. So just a matter of walking the game. Yeah, Novi laying right now. Should be easy. From here on, just 5. Now the balls remaining. Here is the Ross. He's a ball. He's running, so he has to go back to the top of his mark and try again. No action at this moment. Bowler the Ross is staying his laces. Now he's ready to bowl to the left-handed Wiggins. He bowls now to Wiggins, and Wiggins is clicking this one through square leg. Deep square comes in, and he only gets 1 run. So Wiggins moves on to 3. Barbados no 93 for 3. 4 runs to win. So the umpire is calling for something with the ground staff.
It couldn't be the covers.
I can't believe it's the covers. I mean, it's only 4 runs to get, so I'm not sure exactly, what's the issue.
Unless he's that, I think there are men on the scoreboard, man.
Scoreboard, probably
could
saying
be
the scoreboard.
something with the scoreboard.
Okay. So here's the Rocks once more to ball to Dixon. And Dixon drives this one back down the ground to mid off. He gets an easy single.
He's really driving sweetly, timing and good positioning and stroking the ball nicely. A little bit of strength and point later he should be a really good cricketer.
Yeah. Here's the Rocks now to ball to Wiggins. And Wiggins forward and drives this one behind point. Gets one, looks for two. And he will get 2 runs. And he may get 3 runs. No. Right, so there were just 2 runs. Keeper just recovering from that throw. So 1 run to win. Barbados need 1 more run to win. Scores 96 to 3. So 1 ball left in it. Well, let's see if it is going to be done on this ball. Here's the Rocks ball to Wiggins. And Wiggins turns this one through legs, saying that's it. Barbados victory here by 7 wickets. 97 for 3. Well done to the young man.
Yeah, really comfortable. I mean, congratulations to the Barbadian. A really easy and comfortable victory. Windward never had enough runs on the board, but of course, this cricket, has created a lot of drama with low scores, and it's nice to see that the Barbadian just came and took their time. They didn't play many rash shots. In fact, they only lost 2 wickets by the run-out route. In fact, probably the first game with something such like that. So it tells you about the nature of the batting. As we said, the Windward needed a couple more runs to put Barbados under pressure. They didn't, and Barbados responded well and batted comfortably and achieved their goal with ease.
Yeah, chasing 97 runs for victory. I think the Barbados made it very, very comfortable. Just to go through the scorecard, the batting scorecard here. Sargent was run out for 19. Boeing, he was also run out for 11. Dixon's not out on 32. And the captain, Raphael Level, he was also run out for 16. Wiggins, he came in not out on 6. For the bowlers, for the Windward Islands, Winner 3 overs and 19 runs. Glasgow 3 overs for 19 runs. Edward 4 overs, 22 runs. Alexander 2 overs, 13 runs. Charles 3 overs, 12, and Daru 2 overs for 11. So a comfortable victory here for the Barbadian team, winning by 7 wickets. So well done to the Barbados team, hard luck to the Windward Island team. So as we close off this afternoon, we'll be back here tomorrow for, I think it's 3 15-over games. So I think all the teams will be playing tomorrow here at the stadium. So we look forward to being with you tomorrow. Until, goodbye.